making sure to grab their relics.
Kaya, I have returned.
Yes.
Hello.
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 Hello, hello. Right
How's
now it's
game
just
one?
it's a bunch of Need for Speed going on right now. People are zooming around on the
Does
Sky
not
Shark
surprise
server.
me one bit. Let's go. Sky Sharks on the rise since 1.0 hits.
Looks like GCR want to play for this Abyssal Hatchling for the legendary armor here.
Hey, we do
And
have
they're gonna
those
be
different colors now, though. Sorry.
No, you're all good. The color variants are pretty epic. I'm glad that TC added them.
You sound so thrilled. I can tell it. Can you guys hear it?
I'm like, yeah.
She's so glad that's where they're spending their time. I can just hear it in her voice.
True. I'm being called out right now.
Oh, thanks, OC. No, you're good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. GCR, do you manage to get that legendary armor onto jet ski? Very wise decision, putting it on that brawl for their front line, I think. So TCH over here earlier, Lemur is not with TLD today. He's with Bush and Kenneth on TCH.
What the heck? What's going on out here? What does TCH stand for?
I have no idea.
What do you think it stands for?
True Cooks. I'm not sure what the H is supposed to be for.
I like it. True Cooks. Silent H. Cooks with a H.
True Cooks. They're cooking
Cooks.
something.
It's like the cook. Yeah. Full golds here, looking strong already, level 9.
Yep, they got complete prio over Gridlock for all those gold armors early game, and they were able to completely bitch out Laud up here, and Laud is kind of like our cat MB substitute hybrid, or not MB.
Spades, Laud's height. I love this. Oh, yeah. The barrels!
Oh my god, that's a lot of damage.
Nuclear barrel damage over there. A sketchy spot to be. Laud's barely lives with 1 health.
Rucko. I think he only has 1 pot in the inventory right now.
And no relics. That's rough.
Yeah, they've been kind of poverty run since Lemur's team pushed them out of Gridlock early game. They had to go get a res, and then yeah, it looks like oh, bit of action going on here in Mage Bog now.
Ooh. Oh, 10 in the action here. Dylan barely getting out, but getting collapsed on by 2 teams. Thielen over the top along with Burgundy. So huge damage coming out. 10 going to find their way off the ledge. GCR looking to secure this wisp. What is this? DBO still lurking on the flank.
As we see, the Krista Nuclear Salvo comes out, unfortunately not able to connect any damage onto Jet Ski, and GCR are looking for their angle to enter back in. They will find it. Starflash hits a hook. The stun doesn't quite connect, but the rest of GCR have to push forward here, trying to help, or DBO rather, trying to help their teammate. And a third party from CMT on the backside.
That's rough. DBO getting crushed there by multiple sides. I think they did get 1 member out, but now GCR in a bit of trouble maybe as Lot on the right. Hamu continues to chase, but they find their way out. Spicy fight there, and it's like, it's so tough, I feel like, if you don't get your relic by early, Kaya. Like, just to have to fight against teams that already have both, and like right here we're looking at Laud just tight with his relics. Like, oh, here we go. Getting to find some out of the box. There we go.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious if Lods is just going to pick up this tier 3 armor on the ground so that at least if he has to spend money on taps, he can spend it on a green armor, but looks like he's not even going to pick it up. That's one of the other things that really, really sucks when you're poverty in these early games is like there's no good way to get armor back now unless you kill people, because it feels so bad to spend 400 gold on an armor tap. Like, yeah, for gray armor. It's just, it feels so bad.
I think they are looking at scaling that. Like, there have been conversations around, yeah, like, that's a little too crazy. Or at least something like, you know, having the scaling armor back on the forge with, you know, 50 for regular, 100 for green repair, that kind of thing. And still having the armor repairables be, like, consumables. So they're, like, higher value or something like that. But, yeah, I completely agree. It's kind of rough. Yo, what's up, Azra?
Yeah.
It's
I just got a read from Micah. Thanks, Micah.
Wait, what's tech? What were we talking about? Not having relics is tech? I don't know when you said that. Sorry, bud.
It's like 10 and SVI kind of looking at each other here. Meanwhile, TCH just took that meteor soul. I do think it was Corrosion Soul, but it's so hard to tell with the icons now. I'm not 100% sure.
Oh, true, because they're just... Wait, where does it even show the perks?
It doesn't, you can't actually look at players' perks either in Spectate now. So like I can't, like I see that they have 2 mythic perks, but I could only guess like from the icon. I think it was Corrosion
I
Soul
see. It
on the
doesn't even
meteor.
show if you mouse over it.
Yeah, but I'm not 100% sure because even if you mouse over the meteor soul, it doesn't actually tell you what the meteor is either.
Gotcha.
Oh, Cage Glass going down there, getting caught between both 10 and Sag here.
Oh, huge damage coming out. Suga in trouble, having to back off. TNN in the Bishop v Bishop is going to get the kill there. Oh no, Suga on the Tetra. Let's go, actually. So 10 find the knock. Sags out to the north. So Azra says TCH stands for tech. There we go. Thank you.
Sag playing out into the north, but just absolutely finding themselves face down with Laud. Laud does seem like they managed to recover a little bit now. Have some of that XP back that they were missing earlier, and at least some grips and some relics, but...
Yeah, not in too bad of a spot. Oh, something going on down here. Suga.
They threw the Bebo bomb on here to get the res for Suga. Now Suga is in the middle of the storm.
Bit of a tight spot.
Yeah, I'm a little worried about Suga.
Bit of a tight spot here. He is on that Tetra, just punching his way out. 10 preoccupied as they find a fight to the north here. Ooh, one down from Laud, so they have pressure out. Height already in wisp form. Huge damage coming out of Spades. Looking for the follow. Nice grapple spike coming through for RTK. Putting a Laud down to their sole member Lauds here on the Tetra.
You know, and I was playing Arena earlier, and Lauds was playing Tetra when I was in his Arena lobby, so... I gotta say, it was looking pretty good earlier, but right now it's not looking.
Wow.
It's looking a little rough.
Yeah, that was the caster curse immaculate right there. Just grapple to the butt as you get grabbed in the face. GG.
GCR, we'll take him out. Poor Laud.
Poor Laud. So out at... Wait, where did our team count go? At the top right.
We don't have...
Okay.
We don't, wait.
Oh, there
wait,
it is.
No,
okay, yeah, jumped side. Nice. 9 squads left here. So still plenty to fight for as the circle closes in.
Oh my god, wait, they don't know. They don't know. He doesn't have a bush, but they don't know. Please do not press control and look south. Oh, Chinese spy safe for now. Carefully biting, waiting his time. Meanwhile, all this action happening up here.
Actually has a lot of space down there with tons of action happening out here. Multiple teams looking. We see 4 on screen right now. Game over, looking for that long range Wukong slam on Krillo. Not going to get it. Everyone max heat out here, so one shot. Spike's coming through. GCR looking for the north.
Oh my god, just absolute like massacre happening right now.
And turning into the 1v1 between Jetski and Krillo. Jetski peeling out of there, not wanting any of that ghost action. Gonna actually grapple through the storm to get all the way to the other side of the map here as Krillo holds his ground for Hat. We're gonna find their way in.
Yep, I don't really blame Jetski for backing off there. He had to blow the volcanic rebuke early, lost his invincibility frames, and was like, all right, never mind. Not going to take this fight. Uh-oh! Chinese spy has been found out down here.
Minute left. Up against Protofo. 40 seconds left. Crown v crown, but Protofo has Suga on his side on the Tetra. Chinese spy looking to play out on the Shiv. Tonk in. Duel the crowns.
It was a nice dagger on the wall from Chinese Spy. He blew his shift and then missed the LMB reset for the cooldown.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Oh, and the Wukong happens. Action up here as Kogi gets taken out instantly. 10 huge damage. Ham having to retreat to the north here. Seeing 10 kind of on a tear this game. Many fights going their way. As they find Krillo on campfire, might be in trouble.
Uh-oh. Oh, no, Krillo. Oh, no, Krillo. Oh, that's a rough position to be in.
Yeah. Yeah, that looked rough. I've been there.
Sans last for his team Sag here. He's gonna go hide and chill out in this bush. Oh! Oh, Ham went out too. He got caught by a GCR up north. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah, probably coming in very low health there. Late storm. Not going to be able to make it happen. So pretty quickly down to, what, 6 here. As we see Dylan throwing rocks. Kind of just holding space for 10 here. So they're looking to find their way into this next shift. We see CMT making their way on the flank of GCR. As GCR are probably going to have to peel out a little to the north here. Everyone kind of vying for their position. Yep.
Honestly, like north is pretty free for them right now, though, as TCH hasn't really taken this space up north. This is a really good corner for them to be playing in here. Unfortunately, they don't want to get wrapped by 10 behind them over here, taking these gates, but it doesn't
Oh
matter if Bush just
my.
goes in and kills them like that.
Just disgusting damage coming out there from the Bush Shiv. As we see GCR have Starflash still alive, gets the crown. Lemur sees him, going to be cutting the north. CMT sees him as well, so going to be multiple squads vying, looking to play some kind of abyss gap here on the Kingpin, but he does have SUPERVIVE Illuminatis to the south.
This is quite the claustrophobic endgame area right here in Gridlock with all of this terrain, all of these walls. It can be super hard, like if you're a team that's trapped outside of these walls and a team is holding this area really well. So it's going to be interesting to see how, like, SAG, for example, or how SVI is going to play for their entrance into this circle here. I guess that's how. Protocol just goes straight north.
Donk donk through, baby. Just ship it.
Well, at least he's the one with the crown because his teammate will go down with a spike there.
There you go. So Protofo out to the north as teams continue to fight. Big Abyssal Breaker coming through for SUPERVIVE Illuminati. Berserker with the shield bash, putting so much pressure onto the health bars of GCR. Starflash, 1 health, having to kite to the north as CMT find the flank, looking for the third. Not going to be quite in time. It's SVI having a decisive fight there.
Looks like Starflash will go down to TCH over here. TCH on the hunt, it seems, for more than just Starflash. Also on the hunt for GCR now. Jetski, the last remaining member of GCR.
Rough spot. Really rough spot here. Bush
Oh,
looking
no, Bush.
for it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Bush!
Jetski out of there. Yeah, that's the Shiv is a terror at the moment. 4 squads left here in our first game of Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? Thursday.
I think it's, yeah.
Thursday night scrims. Maybe?
Oh, wait. Oh, no, Proto didn't get his crown off. I think Proto died. I guess that makes sense. He was in a pretty rough corner up here, wedged in between SVI and TCH when he played out, so...
Yeah, this TCH squad looking strong. Like, if you run into them, level 15's full gold armor is, like, basically...
I'm turning around.
Yeah. That's, like, that is terrifying right there, that setup.
Not to mention also, like, you see these 2 red perks underneath all of their bars as well, and you know they got some good perks as well.
It is interesting to not actually know, like, what they have anymore. Like, whereas before you could see, like, XP soul, etc.
Yeah, I kind of wish that they added some kind of UI so that we can see, like, what someone has. And also, like, Inspect It Cam as well. We can't see what the souls are anywhere now. So I have no idea when the game starts what the souls are going to be. Whereas before, like, even as a player or a spectator, you could see, early game, you could see, like, oh, it's going to be XP soul, it's going to be Vibe soul. Yeah, hopefully that will get implemented back in at some point. I think it's nice to know what you need to plan around early
Yeah,
game.
I agree. Definitely agree, especially at this level of play, right? It becomes so much more important. So much to play for, and like the strategy is like, you know, this is kind of the bleeding edge of players understanding, you know, how to play and playing it to its best.
You know, TCH, even though they're in a really strong position, kind of having to play on a little bit of a tight ledge over here, but I would say, like, compared to SVI, that they're in a pretty good position because they have this option to rotate in here, but now they can hold this ledge and hold SVI out of this next storm shift here. Yep,
and a really good call because they do exactly that. They take this north spot, and now SVI going to have to make their way in. As CMT looking to try as well, 10 kind of holding their space. Going to be a very tiny circle, not much room, and it looks like CMT and SVI staring at each other saying there might only be room for one of us in this final 3.
Yeah, and I think that was a really wise move from SBI as well. They saw that their 2 options to wrap were both CMT and TCH, and when you're looking at these 2 teams, TCH is clearly the strongest team in the lobby, right?
Absolutely.
There's no way you want to push them into other people.
Getting a little hairy, though, terrain-wise for them. The wall kind of blocking them off. Nuke coming down. They do have a little bit of an angle here. Maybe going to be able to push CMT into 10. CMT looking to answer first, though. Wukong stun coming out. TCH hear the action. Looking from the north here, but just poking still. Everyone kind of continuing to hold space.
Uh-oh. There's the Beer Death's Fury. Oh, no, thank you.
Huge Wukong slam coming through from Pomo there. The R&B going turbo. Oh, and another one follows up just like 5 seconds later. And the punch cancels the Abyssal Breaker. SUPERVIVE Illuminati deleted by CMT there.
It looks like there is a nuke dropped from TCH over here onto 10's base camp, trying to push them out of that zone and push them into CMT here. And it appears as though it is working.
Yeah, CMT really decisive win there. Do it so quick they can't really get thirded. So now they find their way into this final 3 with 2 squads that were maybe a little ahead of them, but after that squad wipe, looking stronger than 10 actually. So TCH maybe the slight advantage with the exotic perks you called out and the gold armor. Ooh, slam coming through, takes the dagger back, getting spicy out here.
Yeah, this is a very interesting endgame circle because this area right here is so open. There's not really a lot of terrain for these players to play around. As you can see, like TCH setting up walls, trying to get some kind of terrain that they can use to their advantage here.
Yeah. We have the self-built terrain coming through from the Tetris, but they're getting very quickly turned into fireballs. We see CMT breaking those walls down, trying to keep that that poke coming through as Pamu, another slam. Ow!
Nobody. Oh my goodness! Nobody wants to commit to anything here because they do know that if they're the first team fighting, they might get caught in a third-party type of situation.
Yeah. Yep. A lot of poking, a lot of Wukong R&Bs coming through, but not a ton of commitment yet. TCH kind of pushing down here as we see this next shift coming through. Everyone continuing to poke. 10 kind of holding bottom left here.
Looks like TCH successfully managing to push 10 off of their base camp here. Now 10 having to push forward and try to fight CMC.
Huge punch coming through, but it's not going to be enough. Gets turned around as RTK gets taken out. Huge fusillade from Bush. Such low health bars, and the delete coming through from the side of TCH. Lemur takes another one out, and it's just going to be, I think, what, a 2v2 here in the end. Oh no, TCH still have 3, so advantage TCH as CMT getting chunked so low. Bush doing so much work with the help of Kenneth, lining up this crowd control. This Shiv is just going crazy, and Lemur doing Lemur stuff on the Tetra. It's looking dominant out here.
Oh, can Pamu pick up a kill? Can Pamu pick up a kill? Kill point for Pamu? No. So close, so close. He was tasked with basically an impossible 1v3. I was hoping maybe he could at least get the kill point there at the end, but not able to quite connect it.
The staff shield used against him. GG.
GG indeed. Yeah, Bush was just an absolute monster there at the end. When he went in without Fusillade, he literally almost solo killed both teams.
Yeah.
Like he put all of them on 1 HP.
I feel like full build, like especially when they're playing from ahead even a little bit, on someone who can hit their shots, like Shiv is just going crazy right now.
Yeah, not to mention he also had armor shredder, so like,
yeah.
Oof, that's a scary Shiv right there. Whenever I see Bush Shiv, I again turn the other direction. do not engage.
Do the white flag. Purr, purr, purr.
For real. Oh yeah, I don't know if you noticed that. I think it was a bug actually, but I think it should
fix chat?
be. Yeah, I think the armory should technically be locked to 1 star, but I think the chat bug still exists. Sorry, I just had like verbal delay.
No, you're got me excited. GG.
No, chat bug not fixed. I think there's a bug with the relics where some of them appear 2 star even if it's locked to 1 star, but I could be wrong on that. At least I saw a bug like that.
Is that what they're talking about in chat?
Yeah, they're talking about that. Like, I thought we were not using relics from 2 star.
Oh, okay. So it's like all their armory is 1 star, but 2 star relics can show up in vaults still. I see.
Yeah. Okay. I think that makes sense. I didn't even know that you could find 2 star relics in vault because like literally nobody's doing vaults because power user no longer exists. So.
True. They did up the like basically now it's supposed to be like the higher the armory, if you have like the little like armory number top left of your armory where it tells you like your tier or whatever, like whatever your some combination of how many you have unlocked and yeah, that
True.
armory score right there at top left. It uses that armory score, and it basically, depending on how high the lobby's average armory score is, it'll add more 2 or 3 star stuff to vaults. At least it's supposed to.
Ah, not the duplicate.
Ah! Pain,
Oh, wait, I have enough for another
pain,
reroll.
live pain.
Oh, it's 3-star Greenwood Grass now. Let's go.
Let's go. I like the little insert of pain in between matches right there. Nice.
I was like, oh, I have a reroll. While we're here, might as well
That's funny.
throw it all away. Throw all my Prisma away. What is your armory score at, Zik? Where are you
I
at?
think a
with your
little lower than
unlocks?
yours. I think I'm pretty sure I'm at like 110 or something like that for my armory score.
Okay, okay.
I'm like I was just gonna say I'm missing like 1 relic. I just got Burning Palm finally, so I have all my grips. I have my kicks. I'm missing like hella perks. That's like I don't have dash engine. I don't have armor shredder. Like I'm missing like a lot of the really good perks that I really need on Ghost. So that's yeah, you know the dash engine pain.
Yeah, I really, really want Dash Engine. As an Aluna player, that's like OP. That's
Yeah.
OP for me. Because Aluna Air Dash costs like a quarter of your mana bar. So
Right. And she still gets the like newer like reset off of grabbing a wisp on the air dash. Is that still how it works?
yes, yeah.
Nice.
Yep, you get.
Is that
you
level
get air
4
dash
shift
resets.
to get that?
Yep.
Gotcha. Is that what you usually run when you're playing her?
Yeah, it's I would say right now it's probably her strongest. I know a lot of people will still go Battle Bunny and they'll max root, but I would say overall just like since games are so hectic now
Yeah.
because you're so incentivized to fight, being able to pick up wisps that get left behind because people are focused on other things and then just being able to shift straight out, it's just like it's so good, especially if you have 3-star GA, which I do. So
Nice. Damn.
3-star
What's the
GA is
3-star? What does the
broken.
3-star GA do?
It's basically red GA plus touch of healing. So yeah, you can touch Deathbox and get Deathbox res.
Damn, that's strong.
You revive. Yep, you revive wisps 40% faster overall with the combined, and then you also get the touch of healing and then the plus 10% outbound healing from the actual base item. So yeah, 3-star GA is probably, I don't know. There's a lot of relics that I'm like, that's kind of broken, but
Yeah.
3-star GA is definitely one of the ones that I'm like, yeah, that's a little broken.
What have you been running
Being
with
able,
that?
I usually do 3-star GA, duality for the damage amp and the healing amp, and then I do like rocket boots. I do Faytech claw for the outbound ability damage and healing,
Yeah.
and then what is the other one? Oh yeah, the rabbit power turbo
Gotcha.
booster basically.
Gotcha. That makes sense. That sounds like a good build.
God, the Shiv skin. The new Shiv skin.
Dude, it goes so hard. I literally haven't played Shiv in like since before the game came out, just like in playtesting, but I'm probably gonna buy this skin.
Yeah, she's my second most played hunter, so I'm pleased.
Nice. I'm pleased. What's your favorite recolor of this one?
Yeah, I like the Venomous recolor, but I heard that Venomous used to be a Shiv main in the community from a long time ago who ended up being extremely problematic, so I'm kind of surprised they named it Venomous.
Yeah, I think they're gonna change that as well, from what I heard. It was not like an ode to them at all. It's just a word that exists in the dictionary that they used that just so happens to be that player's name as well.
Yeah, I didn't even know about the Venomous lore until somebody was like, "Oh no, you're using the Venomous recolor," and I was like, "What? What do you mean?" And they were like, "Oh."
Oh, let me send you this article. You're like, wait.
I was like, "Oh."
Oh, yeah, that's rough.
I'm not gonna tell you the lore, chat.
Yeah, that's
it's not TOS.
Yeah, I was about to say not terms friendly.
TOS. Oh my god, why is everybody Vanegrove? Is there like a boss here or something, like an abyssal? This is the other thing that I'm like a little bit frustrated about, is you can no longer see where the abyssal hatchlings are.
Yeah, on the spectator.
map, like,
yeah, it's kind of annoying. Ooh,
Oh, thank you,
spicy
hopping
car
on the
fight.
fight.
It's so funny when someone else on the other team gets on the back. So thank you gets off 2 cars to 1 in the car battle. GG.
We got even more car battles going on up here. Looks like this one already separated though.
And it's funny because, like, you know, a lot of people like feel the strength of these Sky Sharks, like especially players that were around before 1.0 came out and when we were in a world with no Sky Sharks. But especially at this level of play, like the power of that mobility is like so strong that you can see like how high prio it is for like level 1 drops to move across the map. Action breaking out as CMT finding Sag. Sansadog so low to the south, living with 1, trying to find a snipe on a Flame Dav. Flame Dav barely sidestepping on that Shiv. Sand somehow able to live there, and no knocks yet as Sag get a creep.
They're still positioning towards this Abyssal Hatchling though. They want it. They want the heat. Oh, Protophos steals the Guardian from CMT, so CMT's still all level 3 and Protophos level 5 now, but I guess it doesn't matter.
Oh, does not matter if you have the Flame Dav Shiv with the Pamu Wukong and the Aphios Bishop just rolling over Sag, maybe thinking they had advantage there, but health bar's already chipped out, right, Kaya? So it's like one good kind of engage right there just deletes them. Very early game, still pretty squishy as far as health goes. And I think it's easy, like, especially with the way health scales now, it's kind of easy to get used to, like, the way tempo is or, like, the way combat feels, like, when you start to get higher level. But still early, like, you can very much get blown up quickly like you used to.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, the TTK has definitely been lowered in a lot of regards, but in situations like that, where it's early game, you have no armor, no pots, and you're low health already, then, I mean, you're still going to be pretty quick to kill, you know? I also think, I don't know, they're, like, I know that Sans got out and then he chose to back again to his teammates. I don't know if that was the wisest decision. I feel like in those situations where you manage to get out and you know the team fight's a little bit dicey for your team, it's best to just keep one person in there to try to steal that boss, and then you play for the out and you play as anchor, you know?
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, and it's the difference of like are we trying to coin flip it and go for the full team wipe, or are we trying to actually, you know, like place and stuff? And it's like, yeah, it's definitely a very strong consideration that should be coming into mind as we see like and it can result in some pain, right? Because getting knocked out that early, like especially like if you're actually trying to practice scrims for competitive tournaments, right? Like the cost of this is rough. Not being able to get in the Sky Shark looks like something. So there's a weird bug where you can't eat it sometimes.
Yeah, that one was like way too high up in the skybox, it looked like, so they had to feather to get the actual interact the interact frame up there.
Gamers getting it done though. Let's go. Riding up to the vault up here, it looks like. Or sorry, Relic Shop, looking for a quick buy on the way out of Storm.
Yeah, it's honestly like I've seen a lot of this, like even just in solo queue, but playing out of this first zone early game so you can just be less contested and get all of your kits sorted out. Very nice strategy that a lot of people have come up during kind of these first couple weeks of 1.0.
Yeah, I honestly have like found myself doing that like a lot of times, not even by choice, but basically because like there's nothing, like, you know, we lose like early kind of on poverty and then there's just nowhere to farm. And even like farming into early Storm, you know, if you find like gridlock in Storm before the first shift, it's like I'm just gonna go in here and farm all this, and like it's like because like a lot of times the farm feels somehow even like more limited with the way the map changed than it used to.
Yeah, I think it's probably because it just takes more time to traverse in general. So once you are kind of like locked into farming an area, you better farm that area,
Yeah,
or else you might just not get the same amount of resources.
true. And I think like with multiple teams doing that across the map, it ends up playing out where there ends up being like a very much a creep shortage. Sometimes Azrath looking for the huge R&B entry, gets multiple members, not quite able to finish anyone off and get the reset. How do I say Ghost? Do you know how to say this name? GS.
I've just been saying like ghostant.
Ghostant. Okay.
I'm not sure though. I haven't asked them.
Ghostant. We'll go with that.
Ghostant. Or Ghost Knight maybe, I don't know.
Ghost Knight. I like Ghost Knight. Let's go with that.
Oh no. Irnadeth, a new player I haven't really seen in the scene before, going in here for an R&B onto Thank You, trying to get some kind of damage, but a little bit too far forward, my friend.
Is gonna get picked out there. So Ghost Knight looking on his pole. We see Protofos split out to the bottom there. Is that Protofos team named Pooh?
No, Protofo was on the same team with Sans, I think, that went out first this
Who
game.
is Pooh?
I don't know, but earlier I made a comment of like, of course they named themselves
Oh,
Pooh, so
game
I have to
over,
say
Con.
Pooh when I'm
Okay,
casting.
They got
Oh.
us.
We got maybe a pick happening over here. Starflash kind of getting spotted out by DBO. They are going to be in hot pursuit on these cars.
Looking, yeah, trying to
Oh.
find the dunk there, but isn't going to be able to get it through. Getting taken out by the Krista ult. DBO take care of business here.
It looks like our team that was playing up in Storm earlier did manage to find their way back into the circle now. Playing on these heart camps for day 2, getting some extra income before they push even further into the circle. Oh, got a little bit of a fight down here in Enshrine.
Ooh, sorry, I just turned my light on.
No, you're all good. Laud looking pretty strong. They got that gold armor on height, but 10 looking in a little bit of a weak position here. Broken armor on TNN, just gray armor on RTK, and almost broken armor on Dylan as well.
Yeah, rough spot to be in, especially if you're looking to find your way to a relic shop. As SVI holding this one, they have those relics, 10 do not, and 10 have Laud on the flank here with the Sky Shark. 10 going to be in a rough spot, looks like.
And this is like one of those metas that I've seen developing as well, where a team will prioritize going to relic shop as early as possible, get all their relics, and then just kind of camp there.
Yeah.
So other teams can't go use it.
I mean, it's smart, and like this is where the action is going to be. We just saw 2 teams come and take a look, and if you're in this situation, you have huge advantage. Relics versus no relics is massive power advantage, as we see it being wielded right here. Moonlit Battlegrounds against GCR doing tons of damage as Starflash out with 1. Skedaddle trying to just live by suicide res. He's going to shift off. Have a little bit of space here.
Glad it looks like Starflash and Skedaddle both managed to get out, backing over to Jet Ski up here in Underrot. Gonna play on the edge of the map for a minute, hopefully recover. Nice,
Yeah,
picked up agreement armor for in the vault. I like that.
Hell yeah, bunch of action on the left side, it looks like.
Oh yeah, we got these guys fighting over the Meteor Soul. Then we got bajillion people up here.
A bajillion, game over, trying to get out of the bajillion. Oh, just gets annihilated there as the car explodes, gets tapped by the Wukong on the way out. Unfortunate. Oh, so much pressure on a DBO. Connor's down. Thank you, Chef, trying to just peel as quick as he can. Looks like going to be the last member for DBO. Find the warp. Really nice warp.
All
He's out
right,
of
bouncing
there.
off that jelly.
Oh, Carl's
Not
still
last
sorry.
member. Looks like, yeah, I honestly thought the aura around him was also last.
It's his, yeah, his Super Saiyan looked like the cone. That's my view.
Nah, it's okay. I thought the same thing. Oh my god, it's heating up over here in Good Luck. Or not Good Luck. Grind. Other G name.
The Moonlit Battlegrounds, Pensato having Spades having to peel out with a little bit of health, looking for a reset here. Do have a tiny level advantage on 10, but 10 looking like they were able to get their relic by in a much stronger spot. Going to be fighting over this. Which one is that?
I can't even
I'm
click
trying
on
to,
it to tell you. I think it's Corrosion. I think it's Corrosion. Or maybe it's Damage Soul. I don't know. It's so hard to tell.
Let's go with
the new
Corrosion.
icons.
That was going to be my second guess. Maybe I don't know what it was.
SBI, they threw the B-bomb on their monster. You're not going to be able to get that back off. Oh no. He's absolutely wedged. Oh, but saved by the third party.
Wow. And the third party gone awry as Spike coming through. 410 tag now at numbers disadvantage, and they have GCR Starflash on the Bushblade of the North. Last member left. Oh my god. Somehow not getting spotted here. Zodacon also last member. Starflash, huge dunk. No crown though, but gets the kill point through. Is it going to cost him as DBO find him over Abyss? Abyssal Breaker. Wow. E-plat going huge there. Beautiful from Starflash to find his way out of that chaos by a moment more time. Looking for maybe a grab slam here.
Stopped at the shop there to grab a couple of pots as fast as he possibly could, and now DBO still in hot pursuit. Can he clear this bombing run? He can, but it won't quote zone off DBO.
Ooh, Starflash doing work here. Really nice movement to get out of that one. Really nice E-plat. Well played. He is going to live to see another day, it looks like.
Wow, he must have like full dash haste perks or something, and then maybe like a level 3 turbo booster, or I mean,
He's got
rabbit's paw,
yeah,
because his dash is just perma up.
and he's got level 1 idle. Look, he's fully stacked
That's
level 1
true.
idle. This is like a ghost build that I've been thinking about that I haven't gotten to fully test yet. But Aiden was running it for a little bit the other night. It's literally idle Vive Infuser like shifting, like 1 second shift cooldown.
Yeah, that sounds crazy. Oh, bit of damage there from Kenneth.
Kenneth with the Wukong tech has some really nice slams coming through. TCH finding themselves again with that gold armor, looking pretty strong here as they look to find a good spot. They're pretty crowded, Kyle. Quite a few teams left as we move in here.
Yeah, I'm surprised there's still 9 teams left on day 4 here. Guess it just goes to show you how nice those 6-second respawn beacons are now.
True. I feel like it's weird. Like I haven't really like felt the res sickness necessarily, like the debuff. I know it's like it's real, but like the kind of trade-off of the shorter res for the res sickness, like I feel like it's still fightable all the time.
Yeah, it definitely is. Uh-oh. Oh no.
Not fightable there for MB, getting knocked out by 10. Looking like a pretty clean fight for them as they re-engage with Hat here. Gonna just repair up and get a quick buy.
Yeah, and it looks like 10 is at a bit of a level advantage over Hat as well. So even though they gotta wait for their armor to heal back up here, it looks like Hat don't really want to take this fight. Oh my, what is just straight island gameplay up here?
Yeah, this is the Abyss changes coming in big. So much Abyss out here. Tiny Islands, Pamu getting a huge slam through as the other 2 members of CMT look to engage, forcing Lods off into the arms of Hat. Krillo connecting a nade, but not quite able to follow up as he shifts back. CMT here, the third, and want to continue the push against Lod. Lod in a really rough spot, but find a chunk of land to the south as Hat kind of peel back and reset.
Now Hat find themselves wedged. Oh, this is a rough spot to be in. This choke. I mean, if you're Ghost, though, this is like the ideal choke to be fighting in. So
True.
Makes sense that they're standing their ground here.
And like getting a nade into a spike wall is like peak dopamine on Ghost. It's really fun. Ooh, Caro looking for the Abyssal Breaker. Gonna go a little bit wide as 10 make their way over. Full committing here. Conra shipping in for the kill, but Dylan already in trouble. Thank you, Chef, looking to take him out. Is gonna peel back to help out Caro against TNN. RTK on that brawl as well, looking to play Disruptor. Big punch coming through, forcing Thank You Chef back. 2 members from DBO super low. The Oath just trying to hold their ground here.
Oh my goodness. Oh, TNN knew. He knew. TNN's just absolutely running through him.
Oh, but TCH find 10 kind of off guard, cooldowns down right at the end of that fight. Nice third party find a pick, putting 10 at disadvantage now after really nice fight from 10. Yeah, TNN finding some big punches there.
TCH want to try to push this advantage now for themselves. Lemur with the red key. Oh, TNN.
Oh.
Ooh. Big damage on the Lemur.
I love watching TNN on Bishop. I wonder how many Bishop mains are like sad that there's another punch girl around. like the newborn baby, like where you're not getting as much attention because there's another girl that can punch stuff.
That's true. We did see Suga playing Tetra earlier
like that,
instead of
like
Bishop
that.
as well. Oh, TNN! Oh, just punches Flame Dave straight into the wall.
Annihilated on the spike turban there. Yeah, that's like probably even more dopamine than the ghost nade in the wall right there. Oh, finding the engage. Kenneth so strong on this Wukong, just forcing 10 to scatter to the wind here. RTK doing brawl stuff, does find his way out to the north.
How in the world does RTK run through 2 teams there and live that with 1 HP?
Brawl stuff.
Yeah, just brawl things,
Casual brawl stuff, yep. Is gonna live though, has maybe some time. Hi, looking for the brawl 1v1 with the crown, all the marbles. Let's go.
Casual brawl things. This is a rough position for CMT here. TCH are trying to completely stuff them out of the circle on this edge, trying to completely ledge guard them out. Oh, SPI to the north. kind of the same plan, it looks like. But it looks like they will get at least a tiny little corner of the circle.
Yeah, there's such little land out here. This is just pure abyss, just tiny islands to fight over. At least this one's don't fall and disappear like up in Frag Isle. We do have a shift coming down to the big spot of land, though, so it might change things up as action breaking out right here. It looks like Jetski with the crown maybe in trouble. TCH looking for the engage on a Lod. Are going to shift that out. Jetski!
Oh no!
Oh.
10 get them back up.
RTK finding the knock. 10 coming back to power here. Level 13 online. All members back. TCH see it. Kind of retreat back to the south, looking for a fight against CMT.
And CMT are in kind of an unfortunate position here where I think they are down their third member. If I remember correctly. Yeah, that Flame Dave did go down earlier. So they're kind of just trying to play around this respawn beacon here, see if maybe they can use it, but oh, Lod coming in.
Yeah, big fusillade there from Spades, but not getting quite the damage value he would like. Lemur finds his way out, and the other members of TCH, I think, get out to the left.
Anywhere but here. Anywhere
really
but here. Where's
nice.
he gonna go?
Oh, he's right there. He just went right to the left of Lod.
Oh my.
That's
well, I guess the
exactly where he needed to go, bro. That's crazy.
The circle is pretty small now, so I guess it makes sense. Oh my. Oh, Pamu.
Wow. Oh!
Oh, no, thank you. Oh, no.
Wait, he lives? Oh! Crazy. The Tonk Tonk almost finishing off Pamu after what looked like... Oh! Is going to get finished off there, and it is 10 that proc another crown, getting another level. So much pressure, though. Berserker finds the avalanche with the bright shield. 10 just getting pinched so hard, somehow still alive. Dylan cleaving, RTK alive to the north. SVI just getting chunked here off the back of this Dylan myth going crazy. Berserker going down. TCH kind of coming away victors from that fight, but holy.
This is one of those things about these endgame circles where there's still 9 teams alive, you know, like there was earlier, and just finally everybody comes out of their corner and it's just everyone's fighting at the same time. This has been like the trend for 1.0 so far.
Just utter chaos. We love to see it, and it looks like Dylan is going to get caught there. Our third top 3 squad out, down to 2 here. As it looks like fighting going to break out right away. A little bit, just some poking. Ooh, Kenneth looking for the engage, gets the stun to Lods. Lods out of it though.
These are our final 2 teams here. Got down to final 2 so quickly.
Yeah, it really did. From the amount of squads we were at till now, went crazy. Kenneth finds the knock. Big knock on a Lods, takes the Tetra out. The rest of Lod trying to follow up, but Bush going kind of crazy here.
Oh, Lemur chasing down Spades as well. Gonna push him out into the abyss. Spades picks up the crown. Lemur in hot pursuit though.
Has that wall to play around.
And also, I don't know if Spades wants to take this rail back in because, you know, Tetra does have that dunk option and the rail does not protect you from getting dunked.
True. Big true. Oh, Height in so much trouble there. Gonna be... Oh, the fireballs just connecting. 1, 2, 3. Spades at half, just like that. Wall up from Lemur, looking for more fireball action. Bombing run coming through. Maybe a blessing. Daggers through. TCH has time to clear it. Maybe Lemur is through. Spades Lemur tries to find the fuse slot. Misses the last 2 shots. That's what he needed.
No. Wait, Spades. No. Oh, wait, he has a pot. He has a pot.
Oh, he's still in it. Let's go.
On this ledge.
So close to turning it around there on Lemur, isolated from the bombing run. That might have been his moment. We'll see if he can look for another one.
Oh,
not going to be able to. Lemur locking it in there with the Tetra dunk. So very close in the end to turning it around, but no cigar as TCH take the win.
Oh my goodness. What a chaotic endgame.
That was awesome.
God, it's just the 1.0 special. It's just
the 1.0 special. It's like we're chilling, we're all dead.
Good night.
I honestly have been having a lot of fun messing with all the new items, but some of them do go pretty crazy. I wonder how much the 1-star thing has changed, like the build options for these players, like what they're running. Probably a significant amount, because some things like really don't come online until they're more than 1 star.
Yeah, I don't know. It's like being locked to 1-star relics is very interesting because it does kind of like shift what is like best in slot for a lot of characters, you know?
Hmm. Oh, OC says Lemur had 2-star diadem. I didn't even notice that. Had perma ult. Is 2-star that good? Like, is it really give you that much? Because my diadem's still 1-star, but I've seen like Luke Vario doing like the 3-star Luke Krista stuff, like the 6-second ult cooldown and stuff. It is word. That seems like one of the ones where maybe a wee bit too strong of an item.
Yeah, diadem, especially 3-star on certain characters. I mean, it's not so crazy on Shiv anymore because Shiv used to get like her ult cooldown back from her LMBs on shift resets. But now not being able to apply that anymore.
Yeah. He got it from Imotech Vault? Yeah, gotcha. Yeah, we were talking earlier, OC, about this, like how because they made that change where the vault stuff scales off of the armory level of the lobby. Like, that's probably why we're getting 2-star things to show up in this, yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. It's probably, yeah, like you were saying, probably from the vaults. I'm wondering if, like, let's see what people are saying in chat. 30 seconds go from Dylan. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure. I would have to go check the actual, oh my god, what am I trying to say? I was like trying to do 5 things at once.
Nah, you're good. We're chilling. I'm kind of also just talking to myself in chat. You don't feel compelled to follow my monologue if you're elsewhere. It's all good.
Too. I'm gonna restart my stream on Discord just super quick, just to make sure we don't have any audio issues.
Cool. Appreciate it.
There we go. Because I don't know if there was audio issues happening yet for you, but sometimes my stream does that on Discord.
I heard like some static, but only like in the break between games, and then I didn't hear it anymore. It was like just like a minute or two, so I didn't say anything. So it was fine.
All right, cool. I'm glad it wasn't too bad. Sometimes it's like apparently really bad, so I would strive to not have it be really bad.
We appreciate that.
Oh wait, that's right. I didn't turn shared chat on yet either. Let me fix that.
Oh wait, I thought is that one not what I accepted?
No, we just accepted the collab thingy.
Oh, okay. Densu Katarina. Gives you cool. Yeah, diadem is strong, especially on certain hunters.
All right, rolling into game 2 here. Game 1 felt like it literally lasted forever. Wait, no, this is game 3.
Yeah, okay. I was like, wait a minute. That's probably why it felt like that, because that was 2 games.
Oh my god.
Yo, what's up, Ethan? Tetra on every team? Let's go. It is Tetra meta. Oh, almost.
Wow. This is a rarely contested site. Contesting in Wraiths so far. We got... Oh.
Crazy train battle going down.
Yeah, for real.
Hat getting the victory. Going to be riding their way probably to some bikes. GCR, jet ski having these ones already.
They're outpacing them on the bullet train, though.
True. I wonder if Hat wanted those cars, though. That's where they were riding.
Looks like they're going to pick up these
new
cars instead.
There you go. So the car race begins as Sky Sharks fly across the map.
Let's see what we got going on up here. Ooh, Conrad having to play out of John Caps. Looks like this was our legendary armor site. And TCH, once again, managing to completely gain control of the legendary armor area.
Yeah, they had legendaries both games so far, didn't they?
Yep. That first game, when Circle ended in gridlock, they were literally in gridlock for the entire game. Because that's where the legendaries spawned that game too.
Wow. Especially like if you kind of already have control, that can be like the dream sometimes, just farming your area over and over.
Yep, just chilling.
Killing whatever comes your way.
Yep, that's gonna be 3 legendary armors on all 3 of TCH once again.
Let's go. Sounds beautiful, Ethan. You see CMT in some action in Magebog, looking potentially for... Oh, Pooh at a bit of a disadvantage. They are going to get some levels off of that. Maybe relook here on this hatchling. Looks like they are.
Game Over is pretty low mana on the Shiv right now, though. I hope he knows.
We also, hopefully he knows. Big shield from Pamu there, going to negate a lot of that damage on the entry.
Oh.
Almost connecting on the slam. Not quite, though. Khan going to find his way out. Pamu back in with the staff. That shield's so good at just soaking damage on the entry. Just, you know, taking a couple Shiv shots, no problem. Normally it would be like half of a hunter's health. So it looks like...
Wukong is so good at engaging.
And like, yeah, he just has... Not only does he have that, but kind of like... You know, it's a shield, but it's kind of like... Can act like an iframe, even though it's not like true iframe. But then he actually has a true iframe on his ult. So a lot of tools to escape, get away, live, reset, be annoying to anyone playing against him. Super fun to play if you're on him. Caro in tree mode here.
In the middle of a whole bunch of members of TCH who are absolutely kitted to the teeth right now. I don't blame him for not wanting to move.
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Wait.
my god.
Oh, Caro! No
He was
way.
fishing. He was fishing.
Bro.
He was waiting for his moment.
I was waiting to see if Kenneth was going to try to jump on that tree. And I was like waiting to see what that interaction was going to look like. That's so crazy. He just walks by and Caro finds the insta dunk. Big tree play. Big tree play. The trees get reversed on Kenneth's Wukong. It's crazy. It's never happened before.
Looks like DBO Conra was also fishing, waiting for an opportune moment against Monsta, who's doing that vault there. Unfortunately, will scare Monsta off the vault. Now they're going to have to try to see if they can push into this base camp. Caro sliding in through the bushes here. They don't know he's there yet. Oh! What? Why are we camera? I swear.
I hate it when it does that. That's not her fault, guys. It just auto pulls sometimes. It's just really annoying.
Oh my god, Berserker caught out. Unfortunately, Monsta did finish the recall down to thank you, I think, and now Berserker is just completely on his lonesome, running away from all of DBO here.
Yeah, I wonder how much time on daylight here. Is Knight trying to just wiggle his way around? Oh, trying to look for the bright shield. Oh, thank you is here. Teammate coming to the rescue.
Pulls up with the whip.
The getaway. Let's go. Always have yourself a getaway driver. Just in case.
Oh.
Wow.
What have we? Okay.
It's literally, it's so unfortunate because it's when someone gets knocked, it'll like pull away to the next. It like the way it prioritizes the next spectator target is like really bad. It'll just yank it away across the map.
Yeah. Looks like Khan with a nice heads up play though will get basically the insta res back up for Pooh here.
An enemy oracle.
Insta res for Pooh. Let's go. Fighting over res beacon here. TCH continue to scale their power. Level 7 gold armors are going to get a beacon now. Looks like full relics as well, pretty much. So looking scary.
And TCH has just been looking very dominant and in control of basically every single lobby so far. So it's the lemur plot armor.
Tightening.
Too strong. True. Just can switch up all the players. Cannot stop the lemur. 10 looking pretty strong too. Like this team has been scaling, you know, over the months. Finding Aaron Death caught on the barrel. Huge damage coming through. Really clean execute. Wukong may be in trouble now. Oh, no. Gets touched by the barrel. Oh, RTK.
Oh, that was so unfortunate for Ghost Knight. He accidentally touched the barrel when he was trying to run out. Used those clones for the ultimate, and then one of the clones hit the barrel as he was running past it, blew him up, and then I think he panic popped glider when he was trying to fly out of there.
That's rough.
Yeah, that was rough.
But it looks like a teammate did find his way out, so they are going to live another day. TCH continue the hunt here, finding a kill onto Pooh. Game over in trouble as the lemur tetra over the top with the volcano crusher puts him into the ground. Ice abyss
so
gone.
much burst.
Yeah.
So much burst.
Especially like if you have the Wukong entry with the Tetra entry, they're similar kind of crazy R&Bs that can just delete. Like together, they're so strong. And speaking of strong, 10 continuing to look dominant, finding Laud unprepared at the relic shop, just pumping damage. Spades half trying to kite away through the rings here. Height looking to ledge guard on that oath. Find some ghosts on the way out.
They're kiting, they're kiting. Unfortunately, the rain does come down. Will zone high.
Ooh.
Ooh, see you later, nerds.
Beautiful train escape coming through from height there. Very well played. Is going to get himself out of there. Laud split apart, but still at 3 members. Going to find themselves back together pretty soon here, I'm sure, as Hat getting engaged on by Sag. They find Kogi a little caught out as Ham stays in the bush, but TCH finding all of Sag caught out, engaged from the back for the third party. Sands looking very in trouble from the Shiv, is going to somehow get out. Shiv takes her dagger back, but Suga going to get caught on the way out.
Kenneth hit the nastiest spike there with the RMB on that Wukong.
Does not
Nobody
surprise
knows.
me. Ham just chilling.
He just watched all of that happen. He just witnessed murder.
He is the only one that can testify. Oh, SVI monster or Berserker with the big abyssal breaker. Khan finds himself down. Pooh continue to be on the poverty run here. Game over. Finds the Sky Shark, gets his way out to the north. But they are on full retreat, just probably going to look to salvage anything they can, find some farm, but it's just going to be a level 8 Wukong and a level 9 Shiv with not many places to go here, Kaya.
Yeah, this is an unfortunate position for them to be in. They're going to be able to get this beacon, but if we look around on the map here, there's almost like no areas nearby where there's going to be any farm left for them. All of these teams already farmed all these camps, so they're going to probably just have to try to play for placements at this point.
Very true, very true. Thank you, S tier name. Yeah, thank you as goated Bebo player. Been around for a while now. One of our favorites. Oh, Sands maybe getting pinched here. Suga just staying in bush. As, yeah, just going to get deleted by CMT. Really nowhere to go. Caught in the middle of Laud and them there. The rest of SAG just call it off.
And CMT, upon finding Sands, caught in between both Lauds and CMT, CMT and Lauds, or CMT and Laud turned to fight one another instead. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, like Laud's looking.
They've been spotted.
This is a scary team, man. Spades, Height, and Lauds. Like, those are some scary players apart and together. It sounds pretty strong to me.
I know. It's like a marriage of Cat and Bap. Terrifying. Oh, Hat also on the craziest poverty run. 2 level 8s and a level 9 on Ham.
Yeah, that's rough. That is rough. Dude, TCH just on the opposite, though. On a tear here. Multi-game streak. Finding, looks like more knocks to the north.
Let's see how many kills they have. They have 6 kills on Bush, 1 kill on Kenneth. Yeah, just that's crazy. They've
Yeah,
just
with
been
still like
hunting
almost
literally
everyone in
down.
the lobby still. Yeah, that's like, they're just farming this early game. Looking potentially at a pinch angle here on Laud. Hat continuing to play this very slow. They basically have to with the disadvantage they are at that you called out. Looks like, where is Pooh at? Oh, here they are.
Yep. Just have one little Wukong alive. Gonna try to play over to this res beacon, but unfortunately, yeah, I don't think he knows that Krillo's there.
Now he does. He's gonna find his way out. Still just looking for any kind of option, but very, very limited for Serial Man.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Protofo saw you in there, bud.
Gonna just super zeep him way out. Assume the tree.
This is
Casual.
This is surely an inconspicuously placed tree. They'll never know.
So we'd make our way down to Koba's GC.
Oh
my goodness. A Fios, the double air blast into Bullet Train. Holy.
I am glad that I panned down for that.
That was a beautiful spectator pan, Kaya. Well done. Just in time.
Oh, we have jet ski. I've seen this guy in this position so many times where he's the last remaining member of his team and he just pulls off like the craziest stuff. He's going for the crown.
True. Yo, of course,
he's got a
right when
plan.
Relic shows up, the craziest clip happens. This is summoning the epicness.
Oh my goodness. Veer Death's Fury comes out from Dylan, dealing huge damage, but we do have some crazy return damage coming from Sag as well. Now CMT showing up on the other side of the fight over here. Oh, Pamu!
Oh. Yeah, Sag, they look strong with... Oh, multiple members getting caught out there. I was about to say, we've seen some strong fights for them, but if they're on the run, getting caught out over and over, we see it again happen there. Protofo, last member left now, as 10 continuing the violence. Basically, TCH and 10 having really good tempo this game. Kind of just forcing fights wherever they can find them.
The lava baron has arisen.
Yeah, it's looking like it's looking like 10 are in a pretty good position right now after all that fighting. Like level 12 on all members, still got gold on RTK, double blues.
They continue to look here. SVI maybe getting pinched. Ooh, huge flank punch to the wall. Berserker just deleted. Oh, Chinese Spy almost finding the grab, but has to be careful. Lod on the right. Height missing the grapple as well. So not going to be able to really follow up there as MB make their way out to the north.
I like how we see 4 parties on the screen that immediately just dissipates. Everybody's like, nah, no, wait a minute. I don't know about that.
The storm is closing.
This is like,
Thank you.
when we're coming to the time of the game we're talking about where it just explodes into chaos. Oh, the grapple into the dunk there after, or the squid into the dunk after the grapple was on cooldown. Now has the grapple up, is going to find the follow-up, put thank you down, and just like that, SVI out of there. We are into the chaos, Gaia.
Into the chaos, but fortunately we got a little respite with Koba being in the circle right now, it seems, except the respite is not here on the other side of the circle.
Yeah, violence continues as Pamu finds the pull into the abyss, puts another one down. Kenneth looking to answer back, almost returned by Pamu again. CMT take the island. Kenneth has a bit of breathing room with this E-plat. It's gonna get kind of bumped back into the wall, find his way over there, but
Really nice movement tech from Kenneth there, managing to get over that wall. Gets the RMB kind of like up onto this terrain, and then using that massive amount of vertical height to get all the way over. Oh
Let's
no,
go.
Ham!
Ham in with crown. Oh, Kenneth finds the insta dunk. Wow. So giving TCH even a little bit more, I think a good bit of XP there from that crown kill. Gonna continue their tempo as MB maybe can contest here. Pensato has that gold. They're looking, have even a little bit of level advantage, but Lemur, so much damage coming through with that Tetraroll, just cleaving Kenneth in the ultimate as well. Looking to disengage real quick as TCH reset.
Oh, we got Jetski with a crown. As per usual, he's doing Jetski things, but he can't quite get the kill on the Chinese Spy. Oh, it was so close.
Just
It
gets
was so close.
so close. Gets caught in the stun, and that Fusillade just deletes him while he's sitting there. Speaking of deleting Fusillade, Spades in from the other side, puts it right back onto Moonlit Battlegrounds, takes out Chinese Spy, but TCH looking to do the same exact thing to them. Over the top, takes out Spades on the Shiv. TCH violence continuing out here.
Which Fusillade will come out on top?
Yeah, for
Find
real.
out
The
next-
war of the Fusillades.
Find out next time.
We might find out very quickly again here, as there are shivs, very many shivs still in play. DBO spotted out in bush by Glass.
Oh,
gonna
Ham did
kinda-
get his team back up.
Oh,
Looks like.
nice. Big. Look how crowded, Kaya.
I know, it is so crowded. Koba's finally out of circle, so I think this is when the chaos is about to happen. Cage Glass,
Holy.
last member of MB as well.
Yeah, look how many people on the bush play here.
Oh my god, I'm looking at this mini map up here and I am...
Whoa! 2-for-1 special for RTK's Brawl. Almost gets it through.
Oh! Oh! Oh my god, can you get up? Back to his team, back to DBO.
I didn't even realize the other members at DBO were up there. So DBO actually still at full force with Brawl getting away there. Going to be just fine as a little bit of slowdown. Team's looking to posture, find some position into this next shift here, but has been a spicy sequence.
Oh, Krillo? Krillo in the bush cheese does manage to find Thank You Chef pushing forward by himself. Chef with the huge return dunk though.
Chef finds the monster dunk there.
Oh!
Caro looking to get Krillo as well, but Krillo answers back with the spike. Finds the Shiv victory against Jin and Abyss. Not easy to do. E-plat down, just deleting Chef. Health bar gone. Height waiting for him on the other side. Tragedy. Wow.
Just like that.
DBO just getting annihilated on all fronts there. Oh, Suga finds the slam, is gonna maybe get the reset off that, but it's not gonna be in time as TNN finds a punch. Violence continues in the upper left of the map as Lot find another pick. Krillo taken out there, last member of Hat. And CMT find the like fourth, fifth party out of Lot. Just so much damage coming through from the Shiv Bishop combo there into the wall, just deletes. And TCH hear the violence they want in. They find RTK, push him over to this island, not able to secure a knock yet, but holy Kaya, down to 3.
Yep, like that. We're down to 3 teams. It was like 6 teams like 30 seconds ago, but now we only have 3.
That was
the violence.
Like, wait.
Uh-oh. TCH find themselves on the back foot for the first time this entire scrim block so far.
Was that a myth rain spike? Like maybe you didn't see it or something?
No, it was an RTK dunk.
Okay.
RTK dunked on the
I like
brawl.
looked away for a sec.
I know, blink and you'll miss it.
For real. Bush under a lot of
last
pressure now. Yeah, last member left for TCH. Oh, Flame Dab connecting is going to get the kill there. So TCH, after looking so strong, Kyle, like you say, just kind of getting after one. It just takes one, play like that to really put a team on the back foot. CMT do a good job finding the rest of the members, finishing them off, putting it to a clean 3v3 here.
I do like CMT's position in the circle right now. They do have this high ground, but it looks like Dylan wants to deny it with this nuke here. Oh, TNN caught out by himself, though.
Yeah, the rest of CMT looking to try to follow up here, just hunting for that kill. Are they going to be overcommitting, but they're not. Flame Dev gets the kill onto TNN, has numbers advantage now. This Shiv just destroying health bars. Dylan going to go down as well, trying to answer back as that myth, but not going to be enough. As Pamu kind of just keeping RTK busy on the side now. Now all 3 members can turn and look for this brawl.
What is RTK? Oh my god, RTK!
Ooh, beautiful grapple dunk puts it to a 2v1.
Oh, he has resilience, I think. His armor was ticking back up. No, wait, maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I don't know why his armor went back up.
There's no time. We need full armor. He re-engages. Doesn't want to give this crown time to tick out here. Is just gonna force. This is such a tough spot. Finds a crown to his own though, so he's gonna have plenty of a chance here. Just has to play it the other way.
Oh, this is a really good circle to be a brawl with a crown right now.
Oh my god, he's pumping. Oh, the train!
Oh my god, that's just a bullet train.
Wow. Just inches in play here. We're seeing brawl mechanics at their finest on display. Grapple back in. Looking for the dunk angle maybe, but Pamu up on that staff, not gonna be able to get it. Continues to kind of fish over Abyss here. Now gonna force the res, force them to engage.
No!
Oh! Doesn't quite get the ulti in time, gets caught in the R&B stun. It's gonna be enough for the rest of CMT to follow up. Honestly, really well played that final 3 by CMT there.
Yeah, I think Jetski putting or not Jetski, sorry, I'm thinking wrong brawl.
Too many
player.
brawls, too many brawls.
Yeah, I think RTK putting himself in this position over here on the beacon may have been a little bit of a mistake. Kind of put himself in a corner, but there wasn't really many places to go as the circle was so small at that point.
Yeah, fair.
I don't blame him.
GG, either way. Super fun one to watch. Just wanted to shout out Relic in the chat. Hope you're well, my friend. Scrims are actually happening. I saw it happening and I messaged Kaya and I was like, please, God, let me cast with you. And we're in, so I'm super stoked to be here.
I'm super stoked to be here too. Here, I might hop out for the last 3 games.
No sweat.
Let me see if that's okay if we can swap the spectators so you can get in here. Let me go at Dylan super quick.
Let me log in. Doing all right? Yes, we are doing good as well, my friends. Just the lack of sleep is really the only problem. But other than that, doing quite well. Actually caught up a little bit last night. Finally slept for real for a sec.
Okay. I got the okay from Dylan. You can come take my spot and spectate here.
Okay.
Yeah,
No
sorry
worries.
for cutting it short.
No.
Something just came up, so I
All-
gotta
all good.
go attend.
No sweat. I hope everything is all good.
Yeah, everything will be alright. Oh. Relic stepping in, maybe.
Oh, let's go, bro. 100,000%.
Alright, chat, we're rating Zikarik because he's the next natural place to go here.
Wait,
All
are
of
you
go give-
are you still in the lobby, Kaya?
Yes, let me leave super quick, my bad.
No, you're good, you're good.
Leave party. There we go.
So we are in. Let's go. No, I appreciate you having me on, Kaya.
Of course, yeah, thanks for coming and joining me. It's always an absolute pleasure to cast with you, so I was really happy when you DM'd me.
Let's go.
It was a good time.
It was.
Well,
it was.
I wish you guys best of luck on the last
Select
3
your
games here.
hunter.
Or wait, is there only 2 left? I can't
Where's
remember.
my-
I don't remember what.
I think
game
we're
it is
on
anymore.
4?
Something like that. Okay, well, I'm gonna go for now, but you all have a wonderful night, and I will see you again soon, I'm sure.
Okay, sounds good. GG's, Kaya. We'll catch you later.
Bye, Kaya.
Bye, Relic.
Mr. Relic, love to hear that voice, bro. What is good?
I was going to bed, genuinely, and then I
I
saw
can
that
hear it.
North America was scrimming, and I'm like, I can't believe what I'm seeing. So,
Let's freaking
here I
go.
am.
Another mission.
Let me turn on this stream
Not only
for
that, not only
You
that,
are the
but
drop
the
leader.
house is free, so I'm actually
you. Oh,
allowing
true.
myself to indulge in casting.
Let's go.
I think this might be my first 1.0 cast. I might have done maybe one scrims with Mary. I can't even remember, honestly.
Holy, huge raid from Kaya. Appreciate it. Welcome in, everyone. We were already hanging out, but now you're transferred over. Let's go. Dude, actually my first as well, Relic. I've just been grinding the game and content like a maniac. And so I have, and there was only 2 that happened in NA like very early on. And then I know the EU ones have been happening, but yeah, I've just been like super busy trying to get everything done. And yeah, I also saw they're happening today, and I was like, dude, like I have to be in here. Like, let's go. Can you see?
Yeah,
Are we
it's,
online? Can you see in Discord?
We are online.
Let's go.
Yes, we are. Yes. It's been a bit of a wild time.
True.
Let's say that. I think that we are in choppy waters for SUPERVIVE, but oh, it feels like we're coming home to the comforts that we know and love with competitive. Lovely to see not just a bunch of old heads and names that we've
Enemy
seen
Oracle
from
online.
even the early alpha stages. Great to see a bunch of new players in this scrim. Genuinely wonderful.
Yeah.
Hope they're having a great time. Hope they're getting as much out of these scrims as all of the players that we do know and love nowadays had when they first had their initial scrim outings as well.
Dude, absolutely. And I love that. Like, and I was watching the EU scrims, like a lot of new players in the EU scrims. It was like really cool to see. Hat under early pressure here. RTK maybe caught out a little bit as well as Laud at full force. And maybe find a Jin pick, but he's up on the wall with the tires. Does Jin stuff, finds his way out. Gonna be just
Yeah,
fine.
old style hats. Incredible to think that Ham and Kogi are fully back. The gang reunited.
Dude, yeah.
A lot of interest.
I thought that was super cool. Ham literally messaged me like, or I was talking to him about something like right before 1.0 dropped, and he's like, yeah, Kogi's coming back. Like, we're going to be like back to competing, and like, we're going to, something about, you know, like destroying TLD. I was like, let's go.
I will say, just taking a look over at your regular stream, that appears to have suffered.
Uh-oh. From starting
Like-
the Discord thing?
Yeah, like the Discord is ultra smooth. Twitch, not so much.
Shit. Let's see.
Oh, now it's back. It's good. although the camera is admittedly still.
Is it because I was alt tabbed? Is that why it's good? That might. Let's see.
You know what? If you were all tabbed, that explains a lot.
Well, no, I was alt tabbed right there to check things, so it might still be laggy.
No, it's good. It is smooth again.
All right, we'll see. Hopefully it
And
holds
just
on
in
here.
time for GCR LOD. Is this after LODs? LOD? I don't even what do these team names even mean? What I do know is I love Starflash on the Kingpin. He's looking for a dunk opportunity. It's a double dunk opportunity.
Let's
Eat
freaking
this.
go! Our man
What a
Relic
brawl.
summons the Starflash double
I mean,
dunk.
listen, Starflash is one of my favorite players to watch in this region. He channels EU aura farming, misses out on the abyssal grab with Lods, who's desperately trying to channel some of those inner open beta B-hop moments. Here comes
Oh.
Tsunami with the dunk, and LOD, as soon as we find them, are eliminated by Game Center.
Dude, that was hype. Beautiful entry there from Starflash. Follow up from Jetski and Tsunami. They find a really early squad wipe here. Just halfway through day one. Really clean. I also agree. I love watching Starflash. Actually caught a couple games with him randomly when I was like farming that last week of open beta. And also just like a super chill dude, like really fun to play with.
Always got to watch out for those. I know that Theorycraft has mentioned they are looking at the dunk situation, but whilst in Rome, as the old saying goes,
We dunk.
get yourself a gin, get yourself a kingpin, have some fun.
And now,
10 having a lot of fun.
also the Wukong and the Tetra, right?
Oh, don't get me started. I know that Tetra was months in the making.
There it is.
What a time to release it. And I tell you what, there it is. Jin on Kingpin, RTK on Starflash. Although I think when we just look at that name value, it always back RTK. The fact that he almost went 1v3 successfully in the last game, 10-1 of these teams that ended open beta on a big high.
Yeah, very true. It was like I mentioned it earlier when Kaya was in, just really cool seeing them scale over the course of open beta, like especially those last few months. They were starting to look really strong, having some really nice finishes, and looking like they're coming out strong again in the short amount of time we've seen competitive in 1.0. DBO maybe finding a pick on a jet ski, is going to get that slam through
Nice.
for Conra. Put him down into the abyss. DBO finding a pick.
Gotta say, Celeste also finding a lot of joy in the abyss, not exactly in the dunk
Hmm,
vicinity, but those little icicle shards, they do tickle.
very
Although
much.
the gliding mechanics do give you a little more leeway, it's not to say that Celeste can't start to rip. One of my favorite builds is with the increased primary speed. Celeste just goes burr. As does GCR,
I like
burr
that.
into the Abyss. No, that was a bit of a stretch.
The third one a bit too far. As Chinese Spy finds the slam on the Dylan. Pretty low. Finds the geyser up though. It's gonna still get caught, it looks like. Oh.
Oof.
Huh?
Wow, Dylan,
What?
how
Wait,
on earth
wait.
are you staying alive? My goodness, finally gets slain. That is that is insane from that myth there. Is this Moonlit Battlegrounds? This is new look Moonlit Battlegrounds.
Yeah, new
isn't it?
look
They
Moonlit
move
Battlegrounds.
into,
I actually love this team, bro. Pensato, Glass, Chinese Spy. 3 really skilled players, all continuing to get better and better, and really fun to watch as well. All 3 of them. So I'm really hyped for this MB squad.
I tell you what it is. I was looking up to the kill feed just to confirm. Oh yeah, is that person taking down that person? Only to be met with the FPS meter, and I'm like,
Oh, sorry.
oh
Is that
no, I
in the-
can't see it
Wait,
anymore.
is that
'cause
in the way?
that's-
Should I turn that off?
Yes, please.
Where is that at?
Because we don't have that old like top right overlay anymore. So
Trying
like,
to remember.
th-
Yeah, that's my bad. I completely forgot it's on.
no, you're good. You're good.
Boom.
You're good. Beautiful, lovely. Thank you. Thank you. So moving up into the realm of the Baron Amorius, specifically into his factory, Imatech Industries, where we're going to be ending this particular game.
What a
have
little
no
lore
idea
drop. I
what
don't
they
know if
are.
I even knew that. Imorius owns Imatech.
Yeah, he does. It's Imorius, Imo.
Ah.
And he also owns the trains that are moving around. There are little minions in there driving, although we don't know whether they're actually stuck in there or whether they are willingly doing his bidding. What I do know is that this
Ooh.
brawl is willing monster into death. The storm catches up to them.
Wait.
It's gonna well, they were punched into the abyss, saved by the Sky Shark. I
funny.
mean, the kill is confirmed nonetheless. And Krillo in a bit of trouble here as well, although they found the safety of the tracks for now.
Never any shortage of interesting Sky Shark interactions as we see fight breaking out between TCH and DBO. Multiple Tetra ults down, walls everywhere. And it looks like TCH is going to peel off of that Relic every single game. This is game 4, if I'm not mistaken. TCH has gotten a gold armor start.
And I think that's smart. I think that especially when you look at all of the hot drops, all of those POIs on the map nowadays, especially on drop, you tend to look for the level 7s. You tend to look for any souls that are available. You tend to look for any opportunity to knock out teams early. And although this is far from early in this game, what I can say is that Hat have dismantled Moonlit Battlegrounds very effectively. In comes CMT though, hot off the back of a game win. Pomu up on that stick. Unfortunately, Hat runs away from him, but now for the chase down, misses out on the Kogi, misses out with the RMB again. Kogi doing incredibly well. Takes the sacrifice of his teammate there as here comes the Celeste Tech with the Sky Shark.
Let's go.
And KH Glass gets caught. Got a res beacon there on an emergency platform, and POO get out of there to find a new POI. Oh, and there's Chinese Spy running straight into him. Oh my goodness, almost catches Khan, who is moving back onto solid ground. Chinese Spy, they're trying to spike him with this Sky Shark. Oh, Chinese Spy misses. They had Grabby the squid. Khan gets away with it for a second time, and Serial Man dies to the abyss because the Sky Shark went down. It ran out of fuel.
Wait, no, he stayed in it. I didn't even see that.
Yeah.
No, that's tragic, bro. So Sky Shark's just causing all kinds of chaos out here. Just such a long sequence. Okay, back up. Pooh back at full strength here. Serial just needs to heal up a little bit. Action continues. We saw a very heated battle over here over this res beacon. It looked like in the end 10 did get it through. RTK going down anyways. Ham last member for Hat.
There's a lot of gliders being burned. Maybe you should pick up the perk where you actually have increased glider capacity. It might not be the go-to, but certainly in an end circle like this with a lot of abyss, it can do you a lot of good as POO now have a land of safety. Not the case for Moonlit Battlegrounds, who go out at 9, 8 teams remaining.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where that happened at. But yeah, MB out, unfortunately. Chinese Spy not able to make the hero run. Pooh trying to find their way up past these squads to a better spot on this next shift. Going to be not much space here. Very much abyss and not a ton of land and Emotech to begin with. And Relic, we have multiple soul zones just blowing up over here.
These are nasty, especially in combination with the oncoming storm. I really love SVI's positioning right now. The Illuminati have got some of the most land to work with, as do CMT, who guard the primary entrance to Imotech. It means that there is a lot of teams clumped together on this south portion of the map. We see already DBO moving out into the abyss. They've got a Celeste with a level 4 shift, so they're going to be all right for the moment. Not exactly as safety ensuring as a Bebo per se, but good enough.
Good enough. Able to exist for a while as they're doing that. Pooh looking for a little engage off of the game over. Army Krillo entry with the Fusillade.
That's a really lovely. Oh, that's a beautiful Celeste ult into the RMB. Spin dashes away, but no knocks claimed onto Hat for POO. And now game over, completely split off from his team. And Krillo goes to work. Serial Man eats a bunch of damage. They're going to be isolated. They're going to be sliced. And although game over has reunited with Khan, that's one teammate down. And Hat basically have free reign now over this southern portion of the map with the third team rotating out.
Yeah, nice look on Hat for the re-entry there. Find the pick in the end after. Ooh, Celestial ships it on the E-plat. Gonna catch the Wukong.
It's going to catch one, but DBO have already burned a lot of that glider fuel. Lovely use of Tetra's kit here to provide an instant emergency platform. Not quite an emergency platform. There is Wagaro dancing with death here. Their glider fuel becomes burned up. In goes the slam with thank you, Chef. They go for the second dunk. Maybe no! Khan turns around with a Tetra. Basketball dunks them into the hoop, but then they get taken down by Kanra as Game Over becomes the last survivor of this great team.
Wow, what a trade there. They are going to just get the box through. So in the end, DBO at 3, while Pooh down to just 1 member. So really well fought from DBO to find themselves out ahead after a spicy Abyss battle there. As we take a look at CMT, had that good spot, continue to have a pretty good spot. SVI working their way up from the south as well. Have a lot of space with these soul zones from these other teams. We're going to see a lot of violence breaking out on this north side. We see Game Over grabbing Crown.
Oh,
Gets it.
Game Over lives up to the name. In goes the chilling finale. They attempt to push them away. Game Over. Thank you, Chef. Eats a little bit of chip damage. TCH, though, lurking, watching, waiting for their opportunity. And Lima's locks them in. Another chilling finale. Won't save Khan as Kenneth takes their life. They're going to stay on the grind rail for now. Bush taking out Serial Man in the meantime. Serial Man, my goodness, that is the most posh that I've ever sounded in the last decade. I can guarantee you that, but it's not good then for Game Over. Claiming the first knock in that entire sequence of events. Now the last survivor for POO and on a charmed life indeed. They've managed to grab a most wanted crown, especially potent with this Wukong. Lima and Bush know all too well that they've got to avoid this dunk. Unstable portals though, and Game Over's going to take it.
Oh, but he
straight into danger. Here's 10. Invulnerable for a moment. Activates that ult. They're going to attempt. No, they were going to try an LMB tech around the building. No shot.
Big snipe from Dylan at the very end there. Game Over kind of going crazy on the second crown play. You hate to see when you get the crazy crown kill, your whole team comes back, and then you just get collapsed on from both sides there. Instantly taken out again. Finds his way out. Scoops his second crown. Not able to pull off the miracle a second time. So in the end, Pooh finding their way out at 7th here. Down to 6 squads. Amorius on the map in the middle of this soul zone. We see multiple teams kind of eyeing it here.
The boss is the boss. He's come to check in on his factory workers and he's brought his bashing stick. CMT are going to try and take this, but a very well-placed tactical nuke from TCH pushes them off. And TCH is going to claim the spoils. Very nicely timed.
Yeah, beautiful kind of entry there. Find the pick as well as the boss. Nice 2-for-1. CMT looking to play around the wisp. Will TCH go to answer? Kenneth over the top.
Well, they got him. Very nicely done. Aphio's back on his feet and back over the abyss.
Very nice res.
Well executed from CMT.
And in a wisp, so I think like just not quite aware that I think he was hanging out. Thank you on his way out with the crown. Tonk tonk. Oh no.
Yeah, they're absolutely cooked. Yeah, SVI are gone and TCH aren't done yet with CMT. As Bush unleashes the fuselage. Gotta say again, shout out to the Theorycraft art team. Effing cooked with this Shiv skin. Outstanding work. You won't see me saying a bad thing about it. You will see me saying a bad thing about this Flame Dav rotate, though not that he was to know that DBO had taken up shop here where TCH once were. But now, what was a position of strength has become a little bit like Helm's Deep. They're all boxed in, and TCH fancies ripping this box apart, but fair play to Caro, unleashing the jump pad, gets out of dodge, reunites kind of with Thank You Chef, who's dancing a little dancey-do of death over the stanky lava. TCH don't press the issue, though.
I was going to say, this very often a sketchy place to be. Like, getting bottled into that choke can be very dangerous at times. Krillo continuing the hunt here, looking to catch these last members of DBO out. The rest of Hat looking to follow. 10 finding a knock across the map. CMT at disadvantage now. They are deathboxing.
Unfortunately, the storm kind of blocks them in. That storm really does hurt. So unless you've got a very quick hunter, you are not getting out of there alive. Krillo gonna chase through the portal. Thank you, Chef. Straight into the hands of 10. Welcoming arms. But they're serving you poison tea, good sir. 10 with another team elimination.
Yeah, the price of unstable portals. You don't know what's on the other side. Is going to get caught by the TN punch, which has been going crazy today. Almost making something else crazy on the side is RTK. Afio somehow living with one. Dunk not coming through. Oh, but the Wukong predict on the clone for Pamu. What the heck?
Time to rename, time to rebrand Pomu to Mystic Meg. Foresight of the gods there, and now 10's been completely encapsulated by every other team. They rotate south. TCH are going to keep an eye on them, but they are not eager to push because they know that the third-party threat from Hat is very real. CMT's Pomu rotating round. That's a lot of health eaten.
Wow.
Too much health eaten by Kogi. Bush punishes Hat down to 2.
This TCH comp is so strong. You have this crazy Wukong and Tetra engage. Both have this over-the-wall R&B stun execute reset, and they have the Shiv to back it up. So if either Kenneth or Lemur connects, Bush is just on top of you, shift after shift, connecting autos. This TCH comp on the back of these players, all piloting them at an extremely high level, is just looking unstoppable.
40 seconds and change on that 10 most wanted, 1 minute exactly on the CMT most wanted. Hat wish that they had a most wanted. They don't. And I'm sure that TCH is very aware of that. Lima with poke. Notice how Hammer's bought the perk that gives him that invulnerability to the lava. Nuke goes down. That's from 10, forcing the issue. Hat take up residency where TCH were. Here goes Kenneth with the slam. It's a slow. Back goes Krillo over to where they were. Into the ring, over the wall. That's a lot of... Oh, they're completely caught. Oh, my word. Architect of his own demise.
A tragic getting caught on the little gap there between the wall. Oh, but Ham takes the anywhere but here, finds himself right behind 10. Knocks RTK.
RTK! That's insane. Oh, they got the most wanted as well. That's fortuitous. Can they find another kill or a knock? Really great protection, though. Phenomenal protection from TNN. Dylan getting the res. Pomu now, CMT over the wall, but only 2 of them have made it. Flamedav's waiting for the kill count, but he's not finding anything. Flamedav taken out by the world. Pomu, Apios is going over. I think it must have been like a glitch for poor old Flamedav there. Looks like he just couldn't get off the wall. Means that Apios, the last survivor for CMT, the Q, unfortunate there. The RMB and vulnerability. Ultimate goes out and CMT from first to third.
Wow. So we just witnessed 2 shivs within like a minute die to walls. That's crazy.
That's insane.
That was a crazy sequence right there. In the end of it all, TCH find themselves in the 3v3 against 10. 2 of our certainly strongest squads in the lobby. Going to be an absolute knockdown, drag out brawl here. Little advantage, I would say, for TCH based off the armor. Actually, they do have a lot of these exotic perks online for Kenneth and Lemur. So a big advantage on that front. Let's take a look here. And the rewind on Lemur, always scary.
They might have the equipment, Zik. 10 has the position. This is all down to that TCH engage and how they want to approach this. Kenneth has gone up on his pole. There goes the nuke. They box 10 in. A return nuke forces TCH into a position of strength for 10. And RTK has caught Lima with the dunk. E-plat down. It's the dunk down, though. It's Dylan finishing off this team that's come together. Looks pretty strong, but not strong enough at this occasion. It's 10.
Wow, 10 find the fight. Beautiful dunk from RTK there. So heads up, just the slightest mistake of someone finding themselves an inch out over Abyss is enough time for the Jin to just put them down. Beautiful execute there, turns it into a 2v3. The rest of 10 fight it out very well. This squad has been looking very good today, and TN having a bunch of crazy punches. Dylan just absolutely shredding on the myth. One of the last myths left out here, actually. Really, really well played by them in the final right there.
I think between where SUPERVIVE has gone as a game with the map and everybody watching Abyssal Cup 5, I feel like this has been the most seismic shift in meta that both North America and EU have ever seen.
Yeah, very true.
And I know that there are underlying issues for some players in terms of why they're not coming back to SUPERVIVE or why they're not too interested in scrimming. But I think that it's so funny, isn't it? Like everyone's asking, oh, shake up the meta. We don't want Oath. We don't want Myth. And then when it actually happens, like, oh, it's too much. It's too much. But it means that we get some really intense fights. And it means that every time you step out over the Abyss, you're asking for trouble. So much so, that's why Theorycraft have put the emergency platform in as a bit of a band-aid measure in the first place. But Lima clearly didn't have the E platform to utilize, or it wasn't fast enough, or maybe it was disrespect on RTK. And really, that was just the first domino. It was an uphill battle from there.
Yeah. Yeah, and TCH, has been looking incredibly strong today, and so it just like a really well fought, honestly, from 10 there to find the angle. And sometimes, you can do everything perfectly, and it just doesn't work out. But in the end, giving us a hype game, we have my boy Ethan says this casting is hype AF. Let's go.
I'm glad, dude. I'm glad. It's SUPERVIVE, just the core gameplay, like the fluff around the game is up for debate. I understand the core gameplay. Listen, I still play it every single day, and getting a win, there's nothing like it.
Yeah.
So being able to
true.
see the very best players in the world fighting over wins. It's absolute
Easy.
cinema every single time.
It just literally keeps Reliq up. Was about to go to bed. Now he's casting.
It's true. I'm so down. We don't even know what game this is. I'm happy to play as, or I'm happy to cast as.
I think we're on 5. I think we're on 5. Yo, Coyote in the chat as well. RTK the child prodigy. Let's go. Yeah, RTK popping off that last one.
Unreal. I'm so scared for when this jewelry work eventually lands.
Oh, true,
like
dude.
RTK is gonna just...
I almost forgot, dude. I almost forgot about the RTK jewel.
Just.
but now that you said it, I have vivid memories of just getting deleted by it.
My guy is like...
Another mission. Good.
I know there's going to be some hot debate, and especially with EU, they're going to back their boy Niza in terms of best jewel in the world, but RTK,
true. We did. It was like in the era of when but basically like pre the series of crazy nerfs, there was some of the like really high skilled mechanical players on her, like, playing her every day, and some of the jewel stuff we were starting to see, which is part of the, probably part of the reason why she's getting a full rework was pretty disgusting. And RTK is certainly one of those guys that was doing it. Look at that, 7 knocks on the Jhin last game. Big pole is a style. Awesome.
All right, so into what we believe is game 5. Is it 5 or 6 games in any scrim block?
I think we usually do 6, I'm pretty sure, unless something has changed.
Okay, good. The normal amount. I swear, if they were doing 5, why? Anyway, Scav Bay is at least on first impression.
I'm spectating. Let's go.
One of the places to go. Of course, we don't have access to any of the bosses that you would see usually on drop. Rather unfortunate. We certainly hope that we will get access to that information, along with just where souls go in the future, because there are so many souls on offer. There's so many.
What is going on, bro? My camera is freaking out. Okay.
I mean, your camera's excited for SUPERVIVE, as is everyone else. Let's lay off the Blinkstone straight off the rip. Excuse me. No wonder there's 3 teams looking up for this. Hat, TCH. It looks like that team that was North. That was Game Center. They decided. No, thank you. All level 2s. Whichever way this goes, and it goes to Hat.
Wow.
The other team that loses is out of there. No chance they win that. But check this out. Look at DBO. They're just south of TCH, so they've now had to pivot north.
Level 1.
They're quite thankful that DBO has not had a great early farm here. They've had struggles of their own, and so for the moment at least, handshakes. Hat come off the victors though with Blinkstone on a Tetra as well.
Yeah, it looks like Ham holding on to it for now. We'll see if he ends up trading it over to Kogai. But I love that play from Ham. We saw he's basically bodying the boss right there because of how fast the brawl shift comes out and gets the stagger. He's literally just belly bumping that boss the entire time, waiting, and gets the instant shift for the kill. Really well played and very much so. Knew that all the members of TCH were looking to do the same, trying to find that stagger, putting them on the back foot, probably for the first time, Reliq, on the day here. Lemur's still level 2.
Yeah, into the new look mana coils. I gotta say, mana coils the area which I tend to go to the most. I think there is, with how narrow the corridors are, it means a lot of hunters that do rely on, or do really love the flexibility to move about, like your shivs, are a little more limited in this area. Can't say they're forever, though, of course. It is a battle royale. You got to move, you got to groove. You got to find yourself a relic store. Of course, there is one just north of here as well, and so as long as you got the coin, you should be in a good place. As are CMT here, who find a 3v2 scenario. Kenneth on level 4, jets away on the Sky Shark. Bush not going to be so lucky. Look at Atheos fly. Oh, finds the Q, and the RMB misses. Bush scurries away mercifully.
Yeah, almost finding a pick there. CMT continuing to look dominant after a last game. Bush maybe going to get run down here. Feels so bad to just be alone against multiple Sky Sharks. Shiv 1v1.
Q. Oh, they're trying. Lima's trying to fish him out. He's trying to fish him out. Press F. Get on the thing. There you go. They're all right. Lima only level 2, by the way. Lima only level 2 on this Sky Shark. He has struggled.
Just looking for any farm he can find on the deep poverty run here. Pockets completely empty as action breaking out. Not on the poverty run. Sag level 7 on Sans the Dog, but not going to matter as now 3 level 7s on the side of Lot after that kill. With gold armor relic going to be looking really scary here.
Yeah, this purple squad looking strong. Watch out, Sugar! Into the abyss they fall. It's going to be Sans the Dog back up. Found the Sky Shark. Hype will not be able to chase for the moment. There is another Sky Shark there. What on earth is your name? Asylum Escapee. Alongside Sugar, I'm feeling a little Harley Quinn out here. There's no clown prince of crime in sight for the moment, though. There is criminal activity potentially going on elsewhere on the map. Certainly some vaults being broken into. A Moon of Battlegrounds enveloping this relic.
We need my relics. I need my relics.
Spree. My precious.
That's how I feel, dude. The game starts. Oh, Ham still holding on to the Blinkstone, but last member left for Hat here in the sequence of events. Oh my God. And GCR finding the flank of TEG as well. So just very early violence, actually. It looks like Aaron Death maybe going to get caught. Jin battle.
Oh.
Wow.
I gotta say, full respect for realizing, right, I've run out of glider fuel here. Coin flip. let's
right.
Go.
Let's flip it. I love it.
But yeah, unfortunately, our first team eliminated there. TEG.
Lemur able to get to level 6, but still kind of trying to just find his way around and look for anything to play for here. As TCH still split up, everyone kind of continuing their farm. We see 10 down to 1 member. TNN last alive, left at the bottom. Gonna probably be able to have plenty of space to find this res south of Scav Bay here.
Yeah, the ring not going to be damaging enough to make this res an impossibility. Still not an ideal situation, though. I think they're quite fortunate. Not that they know either, but they're not going to get third-partied. Atheos absolutely cooked.
This Shiv character, bro, it just goes crazy. If you're connecting your shots, and if she's any sort of ahead, just the damage, the raw damage output is crazy if they're not missing and they're able to continue shift empowered shot after empowered shot. Very hard to stand up against. And an interesting kind of look from TC where we saw initial nerfs, right? And then they roll back the hotfix nerfs they did because they're implementing real malice nerfs. But it doesn't seem to have slowed her down at all to me.
No, they have very much learned from the East. Shiv is excellent, especially with the armory system and some of the builds that you can cook up with Shiv. She is particularly oppressive right now. Interesting situation here where CMT have the level advantage. They do not have the equipment advantage, though. Massive damage dealt there. Moving away as best they can, CMT. Pomu looking for a dunk, misses Spades. That's so unfortunate, scary, as they were burning up on glider fuel. LOD do not capitalize, they do not punish. Pomu there with another RMB look. Lods on the chase, as Khan there looking for the res on POO. They're going to find CM Team's Flame Dav here.
Ooh.
Khan not the last of his kind. But they will be the last of themselves. Ooh, misses out on height. This is very dangerous for Khan, who gets dunked at last by Pomu. Free kill for the Monkey Man. as they look for another spike on Height. They get the stun. Height thrown off his vehicle. The Sky Shark now flaming away. They return to the safety of their squad.
That was a crazy sequence for CMT. I don't know how they lived that engage from Lods. Not only did they all live, they find a kill off the back of that really nice spike. Whoa, CMT finding another kill and 10 finding a full squad wipe down here as action continues. Oh.
Battlegrounds in 10. It's an eye for an eye here. Fuselard goes out, and now it's an eye for another eye, but the last eyes managed to get away. TNN on this Bishop, and you can see why this was such a hotly contested zone as Meteor Soul appears. I apologize for not knowing the exact identity of this soul. They changed all the icons. They changed names. I believe that's Armor Shredder or the primary attack one. Which there are, you might be able to highlight it on the map, maybe.
Where are they at? Where's it at?
It's to the right here. It's the little thing. I mean, we do have another fight going on here with Moonlit Battlegrounds and CMT has completely eviscerated Glass on the genie. Maybe a wish will come true from Moonlit Battlegrounds and they can find a res of their own.
Oh, here, combustion. We got nice.
Your abilities your attacks and abilities deal bonus burning damage over time. There you go.
Very strong. Basically like a burning palm, not only on your abilities, but also your primary, and probably a bit stronger too.
Yeah. It was a pretty good one to have. I mean, there's a lot of soul variants, certainly a lot of different flavors of let's boost your attack.
Yeah.
But they've got to be careful because there are two teams circling here. SVI, they're going to meet them at the door proverbially. Move back onto one of these other islands. Pomu. Oh,
wait,
wow.
I just
My
noticed
goodness.
thank you on the Wukong instead of the Bebo here.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What timeline are we living in
For
here?
real.
Sorry, roster diversity with SUPERVIVE Illuminati. I really am living in a different dimension right now.
This comp too, Wukong Brawl Tetra. We are gonna dive on you and delete you, or we're gonna die trying.
Well, they're certainly going to third-party game center here, who do have all three up, but Jetski isolated, going for the wisp elimination on Jetski on whatever the third player was. Spades, wasn't it? On the third player of LOD. So Spades down. Oh, LOD running straight into DBO. Thank you, Chef. I'm surprised they didn't get the dunk. Honestly, second time's the charm, though. Lods finds safety for the moment. Hyde going for the res in the meantime. Lods will be a sacrificial lamb. Look at the healing. Instant revive. And now LOD may be looking for the fight back, although 11, 9, and 10, these aren't levels to be going up against. Thank you, Chef, on level 11 with Caro misses the dunk. Lods has run out of fuel. Instant spike by Thank You, Chef. Just sold themselves a little too short.
Look at
Third
this.
party, fourth party.
Oh my
LOD
gosh.
getting absolutely surrounded, but somehow, because of CMT going after Hat, they've been able to escape to the west, where they will find Game Center. A little too fast for the fingers of Starflash.
This journey of Lod, they've been playing tempo all game, really ahead of the mark, except when we pan over, it looks like Lods was getting taken out by Jetski. Now they are on this run sequence, keep running into team after team. A third one here as Height getting caught by TCH. TCH finally finding something to get back in the game here as one member left, continuing to fight to the north.
Ooh, CMT, Pomu, I think with a double dunk, or at the very least a double knock onto 10, who are once again sent down to one member. This time it's RTK, the lucky or not so lucky last remaining member. They're probably going to head to one of these res beacons down south, although Moonlit Battlegrounds lying in wait. Chinese Spy looking for the hook. RTK watching Breathe. Pensato maybe looking for a dunk as well, or not a dunk per se, a shiv. Can only do so much, but in this economy, the shiv only doing so much basically means you're already dead.
True. Speaking of already dead, as we come up to the top here, Kogi instantly down. Oh, almost getting the slam off of the rail there onto Krill. Krill going to go down anyways. The rest of CMT engages. Huge. Third from DBO and fourth from Imbi on the south. Ham one. Oh, gone.
Shout out to Moonlit Battlegrounds. Great macro sense, but here comes Game Center. They've been lurking.
Oh
They've been
my.
excited to get involved. And now they fire arcane railguns into the Mitsunani, though. Might have been off a little bit more than he can chew. Summon Napalm. trying his very best to lure folks out into the abyss. And he does do that, but he also pays the ultimate price before he's able to do any serious damage. Here's that final member of 10. It's RTK, and he sees that all of those res beacons are well surrounded. TCH have done so well to just monitor this area as Game Center are eliminated. DBO with a third party. As soon as we saw Game Center with some form of success, success no more, failure.
Yeah, and DBO gonna find a res, gonna be looking pretty strong here. If they have the double gold, we see Pomo lurking on the big stick, kind of just getting vision, getting some intel. Wukong, not only a crazy offensive hunter, but also very good at scouting with the mobility.
Nice rotate.
RTK, yeah, finding space for, looks like gonna be basically a free res. We see DBO here at R coming, but not gonna be in time.
That's undoubtedly very good comms in the 10 chat right there, giving any sort of up-to-date information that they can find, whilst RTK focuses on the very simple yet oh so difficult task of surviving. Fortuitous Guardian spawn here. That'll give them at the very least a level across the board, I would imagine, as DBO rotate in front of them. Smart play as we head onto the grind rail. 10 now will be ahead of them and continue the rotate south. Pomu watching brief with CMT, looking for dunk opportunities. They find a stun onto Dylan, stuck on the shipping containers, and look at TCH also guard keeping here. RTK utilizing the ultimate to get onto land to give themselves a little bit more glider fuel, and now they've been able to find the safety of this particular island, so they'll be guarding a res beacon. Really nice job here from 10 to utilize that wind tunnel, as DBO were caught out by CMT. TCH, though, they're going in deep here with Lima. RTK out into the middle of nowhere. And there will be no safety for 10, not for the moment at least.
Yeah, 10 in such a rough spot, just on the run for the last like minute, 2 minutes straight in Abyss forever here. They have no spot of land. Oh, Tien barely able to like shift that momentum, I think, and cancel that dunk barely there. So somehow living, no fuel relic on fire out here.
In the winter. Yeah.
Yeah.
No chance, mate. No chance. Bush is going to put them out of their misery. And now 10 out of fuel. Finds land. Thank you with the Wukong. Eventually gets into the firing range of RTK. But because it's a Jin,
dude,
thank you. Thinking twice about actually going after this Jin. Oh, that's unbelievable. How did he not get dunked?
No.
This time he doesn't. That's the ultimate. Incredible plays from RTK. Thank you as well. Oh, unbelievable. Oh my God.
No way, bro.
Is there another? There's glass in midair. It's another Jin. Unbelievable. Can you believe it?
RTK showing up huge, putting 10 back on the map. Crazy play after crazy play, finds the dunk, the second dunk, the triple dunk with the crown to put 10 back in it. Let's freaking go. Holy.
This kid is freaking unreal. He's unreal. I'm out of my seat. I'm a fat guy. You never get me out of my seat. And yet, I know it's a Jin. I know it's powerful in this meta. But this is truly extraordinary. Dunking on an SVI and now trying to lure out Flame Dab. That's a miss from the blast off from TNN. But RTK, the safety that they've sought, it's finally theirs. Land underneath their feet.
Absolutely beautiful sequence, bringing 10 back in it there. And you mentioned, you know, Jin being strong. He's against a Wukong. Yeah, and he does it to him. Beautiful. And that came off the back of what was a crazy play by Thank You to not get dunked in the first place. Just a wild sequence there. Very high skill expression in play that we just witnessed. Kenneth looking over the top for a slam of his own. Isn't going to quite connect. Put 10 in a rough spot, though, position-wise here, Reliq.
Yeah, I really love that positivity from TCH, although they've still got CMT to their right to watch out for. Although 10 is in a precarious position. That Storm is moving in ever so slowly. They've got to go straight through CMT to find safety. Same can be said for TCH. Same can be said for Lord. It's the first team to move. It's 10 over to the other side. Oh, they get caught out. Dylan, they get caught out. There's no second shift there. TCH move in, looking to eliminate Fusillade. There's Atheos eating a lot of damage. Was that a spike? No, it was a Q dagger back. Kenneth and Lima, though, doing all of the handiwork on this front. There goes all the Prisma into their pockets. Bush is now back on the scene, going after the stunned Wukong. Kenneth with the dunk on Flame Dab. Pomu with the most wanted. There's going to be no dunk for you unless you get very lucky, good sir. Up goes the RMB. Lima's got an emergency platform. RTK again!
No way, bro.
APOs falls into the abyss. And now RTK may be looking at Pomu. TCH moving over with the, was it an emergency penguin that they had? Indeed, they did. Kenneth looking for a dunk. Oh, it's unbelievable. Pomu outdoes RTK. He's off a little bit more than he can chew, but the dunk from Dylan. Here goes Pomu again as TNN takes down Apios. Pomu, the last survivor for CMT. That's not a lot of glider fuel to work with. Finds a little bit of that rescue penguin ice. Not for too much longer. Meanwhile, TNN completely split. Into the wind tunnel goes Dylan. Look at this circle. It's all abyss.
Oh my God. It is pure abyss to the left here. Literally nowhere to go. TCH have the tetraground for a moment. TNN has nowhere to go. And also Dylan has nowhere to go. So Laud finds the spike. Somehow Pomu's still alive after all that. To the top right now, TNN the worst spot.
TNN, very low health. Make that no health. And 10 are finally eliminated. All the heroics, all for nothing. Pomu doesn't have enough money, I don't think, to buy a most wanted crown. No, never mind. They bought a res tower instead. Much safer option. Full team back.
Huge plays from CMT, looking actually so strong today. Such a good showing over the course of these games from CMT, especially in this game, looking absolutely monstrous, refusing to die. Really nice kind of comeback. Laud getting engaged by two Wukongs.
Wow. It's an arm assist between CMT and TCH, although the arm assist is immediately broken as there was a stray Wukong stick going after Bush. Lima with the dunk on spades. And Laud down to 2. Land ahoy, though, me lubbers. We've got ourselves a little bit to work with over on the left. Plenty of E-flats. TCH have got themselves a res tower. Laud sure would love that for the moment. They'll just have to deal with the Tetra walls. Oh my goodness, it's like a game of Gallagher out here with all of the different pyro balls that are going their way. And now that circle, Zikaric. That circle.
Oh my God, what are we?
As Kenneth gets a stun, but then has to return to safety. Look at the zoning, though.
Dude, I feel honestly so bad for Lauds. You just have a giant Wukong stick on either side. Laud's doing anything he can to live here, but it's not going to be enough in the end. Taken out at third, just down to 2 Relic. TCH and CMT looking to find the violence.
Oh, that's a big dunk. Oh, that is a big dunk from Pomu. But then Lima gets flanked out. Who's in a little bit unbelievable blast off. Apios has been popping off this entire game, grabbing the squid, and Lima gets the dunk. It's Mano. Never mind, it's 3v3, or is it just 3v1? Instantly launches themselves onto that platform. What an end game.
Wow.
Lima denied. CMT with another game win this evening.
Dude, CMT going crazy in that end game, bro. Pomu playing out of his mind to keep his team in it, especially in that sequence right before the end when there was 4 squads left. And in the end, really, really well played. They play it patiently, kind of forcing Laud off their platform. All of a sudden, Laud literally in the middle of 2 squads that are just dunking them, trying to dunk them on cooldown with these huge Wukong R&Bs and not able to withstand the pressure with literally no land to go, as you're saying, Relic, like just the Tetra R. And in the end, it's not going to be enough. But just, you got to give it to CMT, man. Beautiful final there.
Ooh. These new kids on the block, they have a lot to learn. I'm so glad to see them here, but man, a masterclass from so many of those players in those final 5 minutes, especially. Truly, just the most incredible thing. And also, again, the backup plans. We saw TCH put down that res tower earlier that then CMT used to their own benefit. They were on it earlier than Lima was on a second res tower of their own. And the instant send to deny the res, just brilliant play.
White Oil Otter says that was insane. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
I appreciate the follow too, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Codev9, welcome. Appreciate you guys hanging out. That was a crazy final. I like, dude, casting SUPERVIVE is just peak, dude. Like I sometimes I like forget until I'm doing it again because it's been a couple weeks now for us, right? Like it's actually so good to watch, man. Holy.
Can you believe they've removed the competitive tag from SUPERVIVE on Steam?
Wait, who did that?
Or
Ste-
presumably Theorycraft.
Why?
I don't know.
I didn't know. That's crazy.
Another mission.
It's super.
It is
I don't know.
easily one of the most, like, especially at this level, it is one of the most competitive games you could ever come across.
For real, and it's so like the mechanical skill expression is like on another level because of the battlefield that they've created and the way the mechanics work and the combat works. That's like what, in my opinion, that's what makes the game so special and good, and why I think it'll end up, you know, finding its way to an audience to keep going. But like I don't know, man, like when you get to see that combat, the beauty of that combat system in the hands of players that have put, some of them, you know, over 1,000 hours in already since the release of open beta, right? And some of them having play tested not nearly as many hours, but you know, more time before that. It's like, it's really cool, and it just like continues to scale up, where I literally feel like every time I cast SUPERVIVE, especially when you're watching kind of the top level of play, even in scrims, right? It just gets crazier and crazier.
Ugh. Even when I have mixed feelings about this game, Zikarik, I still love this game.
Yep.
It is true. There is nothing like it out there, and I couldn't agree more. I certainly hope that this game finds an audience at some point. I hope there is a magic button that sees us shooting upwards with all of those playing. I mean, goodness, I'm so interested to hear about how it's doing over in Korea, in China. I've touched base with Mr. Su, and apparently it's still continuing to grow out there. So
Nice.
And let us not forget, actually, I mean, he literally just posted today, I think, the next Korea Cup. So
Let's
the Korea
go.
Cups are
Super
still
hype.
going strong out there.
Let's go. And I will say, like, I've been pleasantly surprised. Like, I'm not really one who like checks Steam charts much or like buys into the trends and stuff, but like I've just been, you know, paying attention a little more than normal because I'm curious. And I will say, like, you know, even though it didn't skyrocket at the beginning and it's not like crazy popping off, like it seems like the retention is certainly better, whatever, you know, which was one of their big goals with 1.0. Like you definitely don't see this huge drop off after, you know, the initial wave of players tries it. We still have the like it peak 10,000 players at least for the last few days, you know, in the 24-hour window. So I'm honestly pleasantly surprised, you know, despite not having a huge player count. I feel like a lot of players are sticking around much longer than they did in open beta. And I think like that's what it's going to take. Like we just need to get enough players over the like 50-hour line, right? Like once enough players have played this game for 100 hours and enough people are kind of like have seen the magic like you and I have, right? Like I think that's the point where it's actually going to catch maybe. But I think until then, if Theorycraft can just, you know, keep improving and keep, you know, listening to player feedback and trying to, you know, iterate, because a lot of the changes we saw here, right, like with 1.0 are very much in line of trying to increase player retention, like adding significant progression, adding things to play for outside of just ranked points, right, for players that aren't super competitive, way more kind of motivation to like log in every day and queue games beyond just trying to get better. So it seems like, you know, from my perspective, like that's working to a significant degree. And so I think if enough players continue to stick around and have fun, which is what, like, I've just been having so much fun, a huge part in because like everyone's playing again, right? So I've got to play with my friends a bunch, which has been super hype. But I don't know, I'm still extremely hopeful for the future of the game. I have no intention of slowing down myself. And I've been having a blast with 1.0.
Tell you is who's also not slowing down is Flame Dab on that Sky Shark, although they hit a wall. Maybe with the intention of rejoining Pomu. We've got Atheos here on a Sky Shark as well. Kamo waiting. for what's next around the corner. The answer's an Aphio Sky
Oh
Shark.
my.
Wow, by tanking the hit, Serial Man manages to save Game Over, who had no fuel. Lovely wall as well. Denies Aphios, who had that grabbing the squid to generate momentum. Gotta say, POO, very well handled for what is a very precarious situation, although it's not over yet. And straight into Wraith's Row, we find Thank You taking out Tsunami. Starflash, they've got themselves a res beacon here. Doubt they'll get that off in time, even with the 6-second timer. Hat going after this ping team. Thank You dunking jet ski. It's 3v1. Starflash over the abyss. We got Thank You invulnerable via the ultimate RMB. Starflash has found land again. They're going to utilize that shift to find more abyss. SVI tracking as Height takes down Karu. Pomu does take down Game Over. And so that battle is still going on. Avios taking down Khan. Here's Khanra, meanwhile. Low health. Height surely going to finish this one off. Whoa, Khanra didn't have the confidence to try and take them down, knowing full well that Spades was there. DBO won't be the first to fall. That'll be TEG, who do fall to Hat. We were watching that a few seconds ago. Just carnage everywhere you look to.
Just carnage. I monologued for the first like 3 minutes of the game, and now there's basically everyone left still, except we're in a tiny circle, and it's looking scary out here. I think, like, I just want to go back to that Sky Shark play. Bro, if they can go that fast and you're invulnerable when you're in them, they shouldn't be able to do damage, man. I think, like, that's just it's a little too much, dude.
I was very scared. The Japanese patch notes translated to a new, faster variant of Sky Shark
instead of like the Resian.
Like, no way. Because obviously the English text is they're fast, they're furious. It's a Fast and Furious reference, but I was like, oh my god, what have they done? Like, just make them like Apex. Just take damage while you're in the vehicle. That's all you need to do.
Yeah, I very much expect we'll see some changes to the Sky Sharks along that front. Because yeah, definitely a little strong right now for sure, especially, you know, you see these guys utilizing them at this level very much early game, and they utilize them as escape tools, but at this level of play, like once the early game is over and the circle starts to close in, definitely less prioritized.
Ooh. Oh, Serial Man. Khan finishes off Pensato. That was really unfortunate. Pensato kept on getting his feet stuck in the water, and so he couldn't quite get out. That's what I mean. You limit Shiv on their mobility, and all of a sudden they find their health bars disintegrating.
Yeah.
CMT though, they've heard the noise. They're looking for a third party, and PEO know better than to go up against this team that's already picked up at least 2 wins tonight.
Yeah, and it looks like they are gonna find poor Khan here. Off the back of that Sky Shark is going to get picked out. We see a fight breaking out down here in Magebog between Sag and Lod. Health bars low already as we come in. Suga taken out on that Tetra. Asylum escapee going to try to do everything he can to live here. Throws out the emo.
Up they go.
And
they hit
no dice.
No one, unfortunately. That's a shame, as Spades will take them down. But Sans the dog does get out of there. Still a solid woof from me, though.
Nice. Sans the dog, one of these players I've been seeing more and more of, definitely has been scaling. I've been seeing a couple cool plays out of him over the last month or so, as Connor getting a bit caught out there. RTK finding another one. Now maybe right in the middle of Hat. Be a tough spot.
That is 3 dunkers that RTK was coming up.
They're all looking at him and they're like, wait, he's Jin, he's RTK. Maybe not.
I trust the kid against 3 dunking hunters. I think that's a little bit too much. My goodness, they're still going after this. They've gone for the res beacon. They've gotten the res beacon off, but oh no, it's TCH, different team entirely. Never mind me. Activates the ultimate here, Asylum Escapee, and is stopped by Bush, who just kept on shooting the real one. Flashes the money as well. I know who spent $4.99 in the store.
The cheeky cash, you'd love to see it. Gets the kills through there. So TCH back on the front foot here, have their golds, looking for levels here, rolling into day 3 as we're about to turn over in 15 seconds. Fights breaking out around Ghost here, though, as MB under a lot of pressure. Chinese Spy finding the slam, though, is going to maybe turn around, buy a little bit of time for MB to relook here.
Armor's looking really nice for the moment. with Hat, although that was a little too long spent in the storm for my liking. Dangerous
Wow.
here. Very dangerous for Kogi. The Tetra eaten alive. Moonlit Battlegrounds turning this one around. Hat simply have to escape, and Ham will via the wind rings and the wind tunnel. Very well handled from MB. Was looking on the back foot. Flip the table.
Yep, Fuselad back off cooldown. Let's ship it in. It works out for him. Find the pick, take the area for themselves, and there is no area to be taken in Magebog. Multiple squads fighting. Lod getting caught here. Another huge
Oh my
Fuselad
God.
coming through from Bush. Height is gone.
Height sent low. Lima on the chase. Misses with a number of those wall shots in the Soul Storm of all things. 1v1. Kenneth comes out on top of
Oh
Lod.
my
That's a lot
God.
of barrels, though. Lima, you should know better. Lima, you should know better. But here comes the backup. Here comes the cavalry. Bush making sure the Spades thinks twice. Wind rings, wind tunnel, and away they go as RTK trying to lure out Khan, the last of his team once again. Gonna
Yeah,
get stuck in the water. You really don't want to go up against a Jin in here.
Definitely not. And we saw in the kill feed, 10 found the other two members to the right there as that fight was going on with Lemur. Ooh, nice. Tien maybe checks this. Yeah, he does.
He knows, he knows. And now it's 3v1. Doing very well on this Christopher. Finally grounded. Wow,
Uh-oh.
okay. Here's Dylan. Activates the ultimate, and there we go. RTK finally claims his prize.
And this, like, the Jin grapple, Grabby the Squid, looking strong, especially in the hands of RTK, giving you so much more mobility to navigate that dunk right on top of someone as it's coming through. Fight breaking out. Top left here, GCR and DBO. We see Abyssal Breaker out, looking for the dunk. Not quite enough.
Jetski's waiting as well, and there it is. They miss on Kanra. Grabbing the squid. Karo finds safe land. Tsunani's put down the summon napalm and the grenade as well. Forces Karo out. Jetski, meanwhile, going after one, although Ham's been able to come back around. This is a completely different team, of course, and they're going to take out Kanra. 4-game center. DBO back out. Meanwhile, that's a great abyssal grab. Unfortunately, they grabbed the one thing in that melee that they didn't want to grab. And so Hat remains relatively safe. They've been able to force game center into the hands of, well, I say into the hands of Spades. I mean, Spades isn't really looking to cook here. He's just looking to survive.
He is always looking to cook on the shiv, though. If someone finds themselves alone, perhaps the lone ghost here. Ooh, nice from Jetski, putting Sag down into the abyss, taking them out here at, what is that, 9th. Still 8 squads left, though. Very crowded, as we can see. Action breaking out up here.
Ooh, blast off from Kanra. I'm looking to isolate Kanra, although you've got to watch out for your own teammates there. Kogi goes out to
Yeah.
Chef, and Starflash catches the stray player. Krillo, difficult spot. Oh, dunked by
Pomu.
Pomu. Showed a little too much of themselves, but now Jetski moving in. We've got DBO still a third party. 10 become a fourth party. CMT onto the barge.
Wait, Pensado dies to
dies to the
world.
world somewhere. I think they might have died to the
Oh
Soul Storm. Look at this
my.
rotate. Oh, man,
my.
what's happening here is eventually Hat are taken down. Bush with the final kill. Caro won't survive for too long. One of the only oaths in this lobby.
True.
What a fall from grace for this character.
Still repping. Yeah, wow, Starflash over the top, puts him down into Abyss. And like, yeah, you mentioned it, Fall from Grace, one of the, most sought after, strongest hunters in the trios world, even in the squads world. But RTK looking here is gonna find one off the back of Dylan. Big snipe. Afios low here. Last member left for CMT. 10 just so much pressure, stunned into the wall. Follow up over the top. 10 decimating CMT. Relic, one of our strongest squads, actually, right there.
Call 10 Ming because they were merciless. And DBO won't fancy their chances, especially 2v3. Look at Chinese Spy. They've got themselves a most wanted. They are not going to have the opportunity, really, unless... No, they are continuing their run away. Maybe look to try and lure these TCH members into another team.
Oh,
They won't get that chance. Moonlit Battlegrounds eliminated with 5 teams remaining. Could be 4 in very quick succession. Thank you, Chef, with most wanted. Activates the face steel chain. Buys a little bit of space from RTK into the wind tunnel. And RTK calls off the chase.
yeah, I think calls it off because TCH looking at the flank here. And if Kenneth Wukong wasn't scary enough, now he has a Blinkstone. So,
Oh boy.
it is going to be very difficult to fight against this TCH squad with those gold armors, with that Blinkstone. Going to be an uphill battle for basically everyone left in the lobby. Really uphill battle for GCR here, as Jetski somehow, I think, was he last left? Did he find some res on Tsunami somehow?
Ooh, Tsunami does not get the TP. Tsunami does not get the TP. This is cross country. That storm waits for no man. Meanwhile, thank you, Chef, with 30 seconds
Dude,
left on
yeah,
the
the
most wanted.
shift.
Looks like they might be able to get this off. 10 is going to be pushed over the barge. Tsunami's still here. They managed to find a
Don't
push, though.
mind
I
me.
think they will now get
Oh.
the TP off. Although, no, Lima spotted them into the storm. Round they go. And, well, I mean, they're shortly cooked at this point. Jetski, though, taking out height as GCR looking for a bit of a comeback here on Lod. Second wind,
Nice.
the turnaround, but 10 with the third party.
10.
Oh,
10.
Lod has been eliminated, but
Oh,
GCR's going down
my.
in quick succession now as well. Bye-bye, baby. Goodbye.
Jetski won.
Never mind!
Oh, no!
Unbelievable!
What? Gets caught by the rain in the end. No, the double dunk turned tragedy. So hard to see that myth rain over Abyss, honestly, bro. Gets caught by the edge there, riding the adrenaline from his victory. Kenneth in with the Blinkstone. Tien is gone, and the rest of 10. Dylan, last member left.
It's such a shame as well, because usually there are some Sky Sharks around here, but these COD players take them too early! As 10 are made to pay for the actions of just seconds ago. And TP is DBO, a very unfancy team in this lobby, that much is to be sure. They've got to do the impossible. Uphill battle, no shields up against gold shields. 12s and 11s up against 14s and 15s. Thank you, Chef. There's not enough anomaly clearance to get you over the wall. Caro waiting. It's thank you, Chef. Fed to the wolves. As DBO watching from the rafters. They paid tickets to the show.
I feel like they were trying to, like, I think he was trying to play towards them to set up like a big abyssal breaker out of the bush, but something went wrong around this wall here. But yeah, sort of a tragedy there. DBO already at disadvantage, now going to be super disadvantaged, down a member. Gonna just play the total patience game. Kenneth checking every bush, every tree, just whacking it all. Lemur doing the same down here. No one going to survive for long against this TCH squad if they have anything to say about it. Looking so strong here, Relic. Full golds, Blinkstone on Kenneth.
They heard the anomaly being used. They heard the anomaly being used, and oh my god, they've got the res on. Thank you, Chef.
That's crazy.
There's the abyssal breaker. Thank you, Chef.
Wow,
Still
huge
alive.
save by Carl.
There's absolutely no way, but brilliant wall here from Lima. Thank you, Chef.
Wow.
Nowhere to go. Caro nowhere to go. Finds himself through the gate. Not even. It's just this last Bishop alive on a Sky Shark.
Gone
With most wanted. Hold the phone, Zik.
Gone refines the last Sky Shark. Dude, what a wall from Lemur, though, in the last one. Absolutely shuts down that play. What was looking like going to be a crazy play from the side of them there is going to get turned around, but... Oh, looking for the Blinkstone.
Camera. Oh, they got emergency platforms. Lima is so well prepared. Manages to thread the needle here. Conra, there's a res tower. You're not going to get this, son. Are you kidding me? They have to abandon the Sky Shark.
Oh,
they get
snowman.
caught by the avalanche into the snow.
Oh, my goodness. Wait.
My goodness.
Wait.
They're still alive, though.
No way.
Blast off. They find the emergency platform. But there's no chance to whittle down those glider fuel bars. Zikarik, it's TCH with our final win of the day.
TCH looking huge today. Actually a monster squad. Kenneth, Bush, Lemur, I think 3 or 4 game wins there out of 6. Looking very, very dominant and finishing it off strong there. Yeah, really nowhere to go. And like with a Blinkstone Wukong, it's just like, it's very hard to navigate any kind of situation over Abyss like that. Does their best, gets the Sky Shark, but in the end, TCH take the dub.
Do I think that 6-second respawn timers still have a place in SUPERVIVE? I have to say they are very entertaining. Because
like,
there is always a chance, like one narrow window.
Yeah. Especially at this level, they end up playing out like, it's maybe like a little frustrating. I mean, it's maybe a lot frustrating when you're not this good, but especially from there's a couple things like that, like bombing run. There's a couple things where it's better for the spectator, but maybe not as fun for the player. Like, but it just makes for definitely like added chaos. But like, it's very like, it is harder to play around the reses, right? Because before you very much could kind of position nearby one and you had enough time to get there and try to push someone off it. But now if they just find the slightest angle, the tiniest window, 6 seconds can really go by so fast that, yeah. Dude, what a pleasure having you in, Relic. Thank you so much, bro, for joining midway there. My goat, that was so awesome, bro. Thank you.
Thank you for having me. It's been a hot second since I casted some SUPERVIVE, so it was a lovely treat.
Let's go. Yeah, same. It'd been at least a couple of weeks, so I was kind of biting at the bit to get something in. I saw Scrims were happening today. I was like, let's go. All right.
I would like to see some more events. Just gonna say. It says new event. There are no new events. I'd love some more events.